But is that like if it's been snowing for a week, would it be about a foot?
That's like a foot of snow. Every time you step, you're crushing down soft snow.
Like how long? It really matters. Like how quickly did that foot of snow drop?
Let's say over a week.
Oh, that's not that. It'll compact slowly, so it's like more walkable.
Okay. Need weather. Anyway, so you guys could choose to approach one of these crosses and get a better look if you want. You can keep making your way. It'd be about a half an hour walk to make it to the.
Yeah, these crosses are traps.
These are traps. We almost died at the last one. I'm gonna take it out.
How are you gonna do it?
I'm gonna use produce fire.
Right.
And burn it to the ground.
You gonna set everything on fire?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's worked before.
It's in snow. Right?
I like to stealth to the side while he's.
So I'm just gonna do that.
Can I too stealth
15.
to the side?
I mean.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, just a.
Also, it's visible. That there's no storm, so we're much more visible.
It's a little bit more difficult to see. Like I'm saying, you can't get a clear view of it just yet. Okay. Does that make sense?
I'm just gonna do it.
Do what? Stealth?
I don't know. Attack it.
You're supposed to use the pretty blue dice.
Oh right, yeah.
He tried to set out.
All right, we'll take a 15 plus my efficiency and all that, right?
Okay.
It's 21.
So basically, it touches it and it slowly lights up the cross and nothing happens.
Okay.
It's immune to fire.
No. Like, I mean, it gets set on fire.
It's set on fire. Okay.
Fire.
All right, coast is
Can
clear.
you imagine? It didn't burn.
It's a trap.
So would you say the crosses are like shoddily made?
Let's say, basically, if we were, let's say, Alan's house and I wanted to make a cross, maybe I might use an axe to chop this up and nail it or tie it together with this desk, you know?
Okay. All right, so
no one makes crosses for a living.
It's not like an IKEA cross, right?
Just to lower retcon, instead of cross, imagine them as circles with 6 in the bottom.
Got it. What?
So you look like
There's no Jesus.
you like this.
Well,
yeah. More straight cross.
but tombstone, maybe.
Yeah. So more like, and then at the leading to the bottom would be like one strong one.
It's like a lollipop.
Well, like a cast iron.
Ah,
Yeah. Because again, Jesus.
yes. That makes so much more sense.
Yeah.
You could have just done that from the start.
That's my bad. Yeah, really
when you put crosses, I was like, damn, why are there crosses?
And they're just lining the road to this relic?
Yes. No, not to the relic, to this burned village area. It's like
Oh,
a path.
okay.
And it's gonna be maybe half an hour, maybe an hour walk to get there.
Okay. And did Nana tell us anything about these?
No, she did not. She just said that she knows some of the local areas have been hit recently.
Got it. Yeah, guys, I think it's just the villagers.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
think it's a
we
big
should be
deal.
okay.
maybe the first one is a decoy to soften our.
So are you guys gonna approach it?
I'll go
I'm
first.
approached within hitting distance of the second one, and also throw a fireball. I'm actually gonna do
That
that.
was
Still
just
stealth.
painting religious ground.
Yeah. So as Eris gets closer, he smells something quite familiar. So that's been in the past.
Does it smell like bacon?
No, unfortunately not. It's a decomposing, slightly charred corpse on this burning cast iron shaped thing. I don't know what's a better word to call it.
So it smells like dead body.
Yeah, so basically there's a corpse attached to this, tied to it.
This one?
Kind of nailed up. No, it's all of them.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
are they like big?
Yeah, they're fairly big. Like 10 feet
Oh.
I think
I
I
thought
said-
they were like this small.
No, I think I said 10 feet tall. That's my bad.
Why would you draw it so small?
I have problems with that. I'm trying my best here. Okay?
Literally should have taken out the 2 squares.
Yeah,
Only.
okay, here. So they look like this, right?
Yes, let's go with that.
Oh, okay.
And now on both sides or one side?
Both sides.
So it's like this.
And it goes on every 20 feet or so, as far as the eye can see, until you hit the village.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, so I think we're okay with these here. They
Yeah,
probably
I think
just
it's fine.
So,
Well, I mean, they smell like dead bodies, so be
so
careful.
imagine they are crucified, so like, it's like this.
It's like
nails
that.
and
Nice.
thing.
and they're already dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Oops.
they've been crucified.
Yeah,
That's kind of
what-
interesting.
What do they look?
Yeah.
What do they look like?
These
What do they look like?
Race?
Yeah.
what
are they
what
are
kind of
they are they
creatures?
gnomes?
16 plus something.
So you notice that we can tell that there are, like, let's say you went ahead to go look. The first one you see is human. The second one kind of looks like a Storielli tribal. You see a
So there's
sword.
diversity too.
Yeah, like a sword, which is a lizard folk. Like you see, you don't see any chimeras because obviously this type are very rare.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
I relay that information back to everybody.
Hmm.
Like, hey guys, I see a bunch of different races.
Death is equal opportunity.
Do we see any?
Death is equal opportunity, but the executioner can be racist.
Do we see any maidens? Any female?
All mixes, males, females, old.
Are
Actually, one thing you do notice is that actually, can someone make a medical check?
I'll do it. 14.
So one of the first things you notice about the first one is it doesn't have a leg, like it's missing a leg. As you can see, as you check out the other ones before, you see other deformities, disabilities, mutations. One of them has a claw hand. You guys ever see the dactyl thing? What I'm talking about? Where your fingers melt, fuse
Yeah.
together.
So it's not like this.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of that.
It's kind of like this.
Yeah.
So it seems,
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
So it seems like
Yeah. I was like, oh. So this is very so the general idea here is that the slavers obviously are not going to take everyone. They can only take the people who they believe fit for labor.
That's either trash.
Yes.
oh.
This is the trash of the
For
trash.
example, the first one you see was missing a leg. You could tell that the leg wasn't missing prior to its death.
So this is a fate that would have happened to our blacksmith.
So I thought this was my thinking. Xana's thinking is the maidens of Hestia because they don't like deformities and shit like that. So they killed these people.
I mean, that's certainly an interesting quality. I mean, interesting theory.
Right, because it's
Thought.
like deformed and stuff like that. So.
But alternatively, keep in mind that you are approaching a place you knew got hit by slavers. And these slavers cannot magically transport hundreds of people. So it makes sense for them to take the best of the best,
Not to drag this out too long, but the question then is like, why are they using Hestia's like gravestones? And stuff?
Because they.
Is this like a common
Now,
religion in the
imagine
area?
for a second that, like, let's say, history lesson, Christ was a pretty big figure, and crucifixion was a pretty big punishment. Hundreds of years later, they crucified even if they weren't part of
They still use a
Christianity.
cross.
They used it as a type of punishment because they knew it was exceedingly painful, and as a served as a warning to your enemies.
It's symbolic.
Yeah.
Badass.
Okay.
History.
This is true.
Like, you crucify people not because you believe in Christ, it's being like, fuck your figure, I'm gonna nail your dead body to it. Make sense?
And I guess you sort of just use a cast iron because you don't really think of an alternative.
I guess you would. Well, never mind. Fuck it.
I figured it was like
Let's just
this.
move on.
I don't know. Thoughts?
Because then, like, they would have just used the cross, because like a cross isn't.
It's literally perfect for crucifixion.
That's what it's
Yeah.
for,
I mean, if it's big enough, they could just.
But I mean,
But whatever.
yeah.
Alright,
The fluff.
so.
You appreciate the fluff.
Fluff.
Just
Go with
imagine
fluff.
it's a thing and then they're just like this on this earth.
Or it's like a cross and a circle behind it there.
What if they use it as like a target practice, and they're just like.
Oh, what is
That's
it?
what I was thinking too.
It could be like this.
Yeah,
Like-
like circle in the middle, circle around it,
And then there's like
Yeah.
a little crossbar right here.
Yeah, yeah,
Right, so then you have someone crucified
yeah.
right here.
This is a very dark discussion.
Eris,
Yes.
these bodies seem desecrated.
They're decomposing.
Did you want to do something with them, or?
I don't touch things like this.
Okay.
Dangerous. You don't touch what has been already desecrated. Is that the word?
That's great.
These rotting bodies will spread disease. We must purify the land.
Are you gonna burn them all?
That's what I'm suggesting.
Okay, so.
So they're already dead.
You already set fire to this guy, leaving a puff of smoke.
Stuff, man.
Yeah.
Careful.
Maybe we'll do this after we deal with the Black Tusk and the Puma
Yeah,
Flies.
we can deal with this if we. Wait. I don't want. I don't know.
All right, let's keep going,
There's
guys.
bad juju here, you know.
So, let's say you keep approaching. Here, can we erase this? Please? Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. So as you approach, you walk through what little gates there have left. The village is in shambles. What would normally be a various bunch of huts and hamlets made of stone, stone, straw, wood, what have you. There are now. Here, let's pretend this is the road again, and this is a gate. You guys walk through. Okay. There's like buildings here. Okay. There's a bench and a big old building right here. Okay, you see various stalls that have been turned over. I'm sorry, this is like really shitty builds. I told you guys.
I want to say
Is
you're
there
a
a
lot
way for
better
me to
than
be
when you
your
started.
map drawer?
You wanna try?
Yeah, what do you need?
I just need like a kind of a ruined village setting, like buildings and this little village center thing.
It's like Ed, Ed, and Eddie, the cul-de-sac.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
cul-de-sac,
yeah,
right?
cul-de-sac kind of deal.
Great show.
Jimmy's name is Jimmy because
Yep.
of that show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
no
you
idea.
want to turn over how many turned over carriages? Or
This is a one or two.
just
Not a
one,
big
one
deal.
or two.
Yeah.
One or
Now, in
two.
the Middle East, you guys see what seems to be
Huh.
a
This is
bigger
all-
mass of crucifixions.
So in the middle, just a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Did you guys notice the?
Mm-hmm.
That was totally on purpose.
No, I can tell.
The pan?
Yeah, the pan
Okay.
because of how it's shaped.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's okay. It's okay. We have no idea what's going on. So, let's pretend you guys cross the gates, and what do you guys decide to do? The smell hits your nose. Some of the buildings are still smoldering as you approach.
So first thing I want to see is it's been snowing, yes?
Yes.
Are there any like wagon tracks leading in or out of this area?
Fortunately,
the
you
most
do
recent
see
ones?
several tracks leading. Continued. This is my bad. I messed this up before I started driving.
That's fine.
This way is supposed to be east. Okay, leading east outside of the town. So, it's not a wagon. A wagon has too many tires. More like dual, like
Oh, okay.
dual
got it.
bikes. You know.
Yeah. Got it.
They're heading east towards the
Yes.
east. Okay, like away from camp.
Yes.
And jogging.
Any signs of life?
You can go ahead and go to each
Zero
building,
map.
make perception and survival checks. Look
Can
around.
I use my paladin feature to see if there's any?
Every time.
Well, yeah, just in case, you know.
It's smart. Pass me. Where's the little?
Can you let me know if there are any
Oh, yeah,
celestial beings or undead within the area?
Right away, you know that there are no undead.
I check every single body for grenades.
Here those.
I help.
Yeah.
All right.
Any traps?
So make
Help
perception.
2 hours later.
Yeah. 8.
Oh shit.
What'd you get?
Two.
We blow up.
Which one of you?
With my mage hand. With my mage hand.
Mage hand.
Where's
Yeah.
Snip? Oh, right here.
So real quick, you don't find any explosives laying around, but you do find some. You do hear a small cough.
Cough?
What?
I run towards that cough.
I follow.
And one of the corpses in the middle, it seems like a rather burly-looking man.
Barely alive.
Yeah, he's coughing. He's barely alive. You see that he's missing both of his eyes, though. Like,
Let's put this poor soul out of his misery.
Before we do that, let's see what's going on. Hey, you.
Give him some water.
I
Cause I don't got any.
I give them some water. Yeah.
drinks deep. Thank you. Please let me down. Sorry. I didn't want that. It's delicious. Please let me down.
Oh, he's hung up.
I step back.
I was about to ask
Right.
if he knew where he was, but I realized he can't.
Yeah, yeah. I untie his things and gently.
Wait,
bring
real
him down.
quick. Who is near the center?
I'm
Not me.
I'm 10 feet away because I'm mage handing, helping.
Wait, where is he?
Right. There's one of the crucifixions in the middle.
Let's
Oh,
let's
this
let
one.
that guy go.
So you ran into him, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You're gonna untie him?
Yes.
Or 30 feet away. Sorry, 30 feet away.
I ain't
Mage
fucking
hand.
with
Mage
this.
hand.
I'm fucking scared, man.
Yeah.
Dude, that was
Usually
that
ma-
was
usually
an
mage
instant
hand.
kill.
Dude, yeah.
I'm
I'm
probably
No
like
down,
right
like
there.
done.
Yeah.
So at this point, you let him down. Okay. And on like now that you get a better look at him, a few things come to mind. A, he looks very scraggly. His beard's very long. He has no eyes. His hair is like super long. Okay. He doesn't really have a shirt, so he's shivering. You see like multiple scratches, scars on his back, like, and he's wearing only nothing but shorts. Right. So he's a blind dude walking around.
What kind of race is he?
Human.
Abe, could you create some heat for this blind
Sure.
fellow?
Where do you want it?
Just nearby, but not too near.
Not to burn, not to
Yeah.
kill.
So burn this body.
Can I move over here and create
Just-
a campfire?
Sure.
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
Like that.
So don't come over this way. Or do you light it yourself?
You light it.
10-foot bonfire, nice.
Hey, poor fellow. So are there any other survivors that you know of?
He takes a deep breath.
Do you have a trash
I don't
bag?
think anyone's alive. Where am I?
Okay, perfect.
I can't see anything.
Pop goes back.
Presumably you're in the village you came from. And then I say the name of the village that Nana probably.
This is like
probably
imagine a
gave
village
this
so
name.
tiny it doesn't really have.
Okay.
A lot
Do
of
you
the-
know about Village B? It's next to Village A.
I'm not from here, he says, deep breath.
Hmm.
I'm from a small village near Flexenbrough. They drove me for days, making me run along the little bikes. I've been blindfolded for what seems to be weeks. Take this blindfold off, please.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought
I
you
thought
had
he was
no eyes.
blind. I thought he had
No,
no
he
eyes.
doesn't have his eyes.
Huh?
He doesn't know
He
he's
doesn't
blind.
have his
Oh,
eyes.
oh. Shit. No.
Oh, you gotta tell me.
Well, sorry to say, fellow, but you don't have any eyeballs.
You could have put it in a nicer way.
Do people without eyeballs cry? I actually don't know.
Probably
Well,
not.
they probably don't have tear ducts.
They could
yeah.
probably like,
At this
but not.
point, with his hands free for the first time in age, he starts feeling his face. He starts clawing and it's just getting to let out a very bestial roar.
I mean,
of
to
anguish.
be fair, fellow, you've had a lot to practice, so, so we're not here to kill you, clearly.
He rounds upon you and starts screaming at you.
Hey,
Calls you some very unsavory words that I do not wish to say in public because I feel mean right now.
Hey, calm down. Calm down. Like I said, we're here to help as best we can.
He says, "What do you know? The pain I've been through.
I don't.
They take my village, my children. I heard their screams in the night.
I'm just curious. So what we aim to do is get back at these bastards for you. But my question is, why did they decide to do this now?
I don't know, actually. I don't know why they left me here.
Do you remember hearing when they last left?
All I know is I was forced to run behind them. Suddenly they started scratching and whooping on my backside. He gestures to all the pain and bloodied mass behind his back. I heard some screaming, smelled some smoke, and before you know it, they were nailing me to whatever I was attached to.
And about how long ago was this? Do you remember?
Well, I can't really tell time, but I would say.
How many times have you pooped? We could do that.
Has he even eaten?
What's your normal
Has he even eaten?
bowel movement schedule?
That's true. He hasn't eaten, so it wouldn't be normal, right?
It's also his fight or
Not
flight. He's
regular.
not gonna be doing any of that.
And he can't see the moon and the sun, so he can't tell from there either.
But jokes aside, so about how long ago do you think they've done this?
Well,
Man, that sucks.
I heard a chicken crow
Oh, there you
recently.
go.
Before I got nailed to this crucifix.
Okay, interesting. So less than a day, you reckon? I'm sure you'd feel the heat from the sun go away if it became
Well, it
nighttime.
hasn't been storming for a while, so that makes sense.
Sure.
So he said, "Please take me back to safety, warm. Take me with you. Can't leave a blind man out here." It's
Only if
cold."
you would you like to fight your captors? You can do a dent. You're a pretty tough fellow. You survived all this time. If we give you like 6 or 7 scrap grenades and you run into the fray, you're crippled now, so your life is forfeit.
What's
So
your name?
this
What's
is
his
some
name?
there's some good utility you can still do.
What's your name?
Avenge your fallen brethren.
My name is Holder.
Holder?
Yes, Holder. Would
You're
you like
hold
to?
a grenade?
Holder from Grenade.
Yes.
Any, what did you do in your before all this? Like, what was your life duty?
I was a farmer. Nothing big.
Right.
Farmer, you say?
See, you were a farmer. You
I was
lived.
growing mud wheat. Maybe I had a pig or two.
How long are you farming, Holder?
Um,
All your life? How old are you?
since I was a boy, I never was good at arithmetics.
Could you say you're good enough to teach others how to farm?
I mean, I kind of needed sight to do that, but
He's blind. He is but a simple farmer.
I know the mechanism of flexing, but I can make eyeballs, and if you give me a small loan where I can get a few.
Ha.
When did you get so evil?
Oh, it's just utilitarian.
I knew some gnomes who were blind, but they spoke very eloquently and taught their ways through a classroom or whatever.
Yeah, I
Fighting
don't know
men,
numbers
not scholars
or
right
words
now.
that well. I can't write or count properly.
Can you
So
speak?
you don't get to us.
Can you run towards loud noises? Hold it.
I start yelling. I come towards them.
All right, he is of use.
I think we should just tie him up again.
No, we need fighting men to mount the defense.
So if he gets
Wait,
turned around
are
and
you-
starts
are
running
you
towards us,
looking-
is he still a fighting man?
Are you looking for more
that's a
men?
good point. Yeah, yes.
One of the guys, when they were nailing me here, they said that some of the men fled a little bit to the south into the hills. If you go there and look for them,
Let me help you.
so
For a while, I was like, if I only know where east is, how am I supposed to know where south is? I was like, wait, we know where west is.
if you take me with you, I swear I'm good at hiding.
How would you know you're hid with no eyes?
Well, if I can't see them, they can't see me, right?
Oh, good point. Good point.
I mean, that is true.
You could be a scholar one day, Holder, with these great wisdoms.
We call that physics.
He's like, I rolled low intelligence. So what are you guys gonna do?
I want to look in the houses.
Alright, point to the house.
Oh shit. Okay, some of these might be booby trapped.
I ain't fucking with that. I'm not burning
I
a
inspect the
spell
door
slot
of
to
that one, the big one.
to check either.
I spent a few minutes and I create, while you're doing that, I create a unseen servant. That's one of my spells. And then
Nope.
Cool.
I basically could control them to do things.
Oh shit.
So I
It's
have
like a
them
familiar.
like open the
It's
doors.
essentially a familiar.
19 investigation or
So as you open the door, when you walk in, you see the whole place is to be overturned. All the shelves be opened, all the chests have been opened for whatever reason, ripped open. Everything in general is scattered around. But as you step in, when you're inside,
I don't step in. He steps in.
oh, who's
Your
steps in?
servant, you hear it click.
Yeah, my servant.
Oh, what's
Well-
the servant's? Wait, why'd you make the inside check then?
I did
To open the
to
door.
check for traps. The
Oh.
door.
So the door opens.
Well, so it doesn't step in. It's mindless and shapeless, and it's invisible. But I have it open all the doors.
Oh, wait.
Right, then how does it open doors?
It could do simple tasks that a human can do, like a human servant can do.
It's like, imagine a cloud that can, at times, become tangible.
Who's
Oh.
going?
Casper.
Who's going inside the building?
We're all scared, just to let you know.
I'll go. I'll go. No one's gonna go. I'll go. If no one's gonna do it, I'll do it. I go inside.
Sorry, describe what you saw. Can you like make perception check?
6. That's 6.
It's
That's
dark in here.
6.
As you walk, you hear a metallic click.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can I run? Can I dodge? What can I do?
You can run.
I step.
Seems like nothing happens after the click. Not yet.
I step back. I step very far away. I return to the party. Or
Is this bench stuck to the ground?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
It's stuck to the
Oh,
ground.
not stuff the ground.
Is it heavy? Or is it a wooden bench?
It's wood. Wood is really heavy, dude.
Yeah. Can I try to pick it up?
Sure. Athletics.
Yes. 9. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, 9.
Okay, so you're
No, yeah.
you're
10.
able to lift it like 6 inches off the floor.
I drag it over to the house.
And
then I throw it
your
in.
back.
Can I throw it inside?
I'm
Or
that
push it
way.
inside?
As soon as you push the whole thing inside, you hear another metallic click. on
I'm
the floor.
fucking running that way.
Okay,
Is
so.
there anything else I can throw inside?
I mean, you could rip down the little creases.
You have a blind guy you can throw in.
Oh!
Yeah.
Is there anything?
No, those are like overturned. Like
Yeah, but is there any
saws.
loose debris?
You can go ahead and check.
Is there any loose debris?
You find a broken wooden wheel.
Broken wooden wheel?
Yeah.
Can't throw
Can I
that.
carry it?
You could try. You could use that athletics check to rip it off the thing.
Are you trying to make a bridge to like
No.
walk in the
You're
house?
not rolling high.
I know, it's really bad. I'm gonna change back.
Are there any rocks?
Okay, so you're unable to break it off. And it won't come loose.
Alright, can I go to this card?
Yeah, go ahead. Try
I'm
it.
gonna dig myself into a hole while all this crap is going on.
There you go. So you off the wheel. Normally.
I check it back into this house.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do
You're
that.
another metallic click.
Interesting.
Can
I
I-
wanna make this place go boom.
So while Eris is doing this, I'm
I'm
just
gonna
literally
run.
saying, "Hey, is anyone still alive?" And I'll walk around to the other buildings.
What else can I throw in?
Can I mage hand and inside that house just start pressing
I'm
the
out.
floor tiles?
Sounds good.
30 feet, so
How much pressure can you put?
10,
10 pounds.
10
Well, that's
pounds.
not that much, is
It's
it?
not that much.
Yes. Okay, as you walk over the floor, you hear an attack click. That's it.
The fuck is
A
that?
certain tile or
Like
just in general?
like that's not metal. No, that's not metallic enough. Like two metal
You want
things.
to throw a dagger in there?
No, it's not heavy enough.
Why don't you toss all those corpses in there?
I mean, like, what's the point of going to this house?
touch it.
Well, I want to know whether or not it's booby trapped. Because what if it's not?
So you hear something clicking.
Clicking.
So what if you go down and try to see what it is?
You want to go inside the click.
I mean, it's already clicked and nothing has happened, correct?
But it's still, there's more.
I mean, maybe
Okay.
you could find the mechanism. Oh, fuck it.
If
So
I
go to
faint,
this-
you pick me up.
Sure.
Alright.
Can you pick up one of these things?
Alright, can I pick up one of the pans?
You can rip it off the ground, sure. It's gonna make a let's check.
16.
Okay, so you put both hands around it and deadlift it out of the thing. With
Throw
this,
that in there.
and there's like an old woman's like body attached to it. You've never seen
Nice.
one like that.
Oh, I
How
pick up-
heavy is the
I-
crucifix without the body?
Pretty heavy, 80 pounds.
Good. I leave the body and I throw the crucifix.
Oh, I
Okay,
moved the one
the
down.
metallic click happens again.
On to the next crucifix.
Can we do a performance check?
That's a name.
I don't know, Eris. It seems like we're not getting anywhere with this.
Do you want to walk in there?
I want to
Yeah,
know why
okay.
it's clicking. Go in.
I go into the house and I want to look at the ground and
Make a
investigate.
perception check.
I'm farther back away.
Because I gotta say, you guys' perception rolls have been really shit recently.
Yeah.
My perception roll is really shit.
10.
So with the 10, you realize that the click comes from when you step on the certain part of the floor. Okay, it's like click click, as in if you apply pressure to it.
And like if I press it, it'll click again.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like the floor is slightly covered with dust, dirt, some kind of carpet, and so you can't quite see what's causing.
What's the rest of the room look like? You said
It's
it's like
scattered,
disheveled
everything
and-
thrown around, yeah.
Like a
But it's like a
trap
wooden floor.
Hmm,
Treasure.
The trapdoor?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure why it would click. I'm
I
not.
don't understand why it's re-clicking.
Maybe it's sending a message to somebody. I don't know. I'm not willing to keep checking because there's nothing else in here that I could find.
Alright.
But I mean, feel free to pry off the floor. I just don't want to explode.
I mage hand the carpet, lift up the carpet. Is there
How much
anything?
weight?
10 pounds.
It's like
It's not strong enough.
Like I'm
Yeah,
peeling
I
it.
would say not strong enough.
I'm peeling it. I'm peeling the carpet.
Thoughts,
not-
guys?
Oh,
Thoughts?
peeling. I think I can see peeling.
Peel.
Okay.
Peeling only needs a little bit, and then
Yeah.
after that, it does.
All right, fine. Peeling. The carpet moves off, leaving a shroud of dust around. As you look towards the ground, you see something shiny. You can get closer to investigate because you're still outside the building.
I'll go in.
As you come closer, you see that there's a small trapdoor padlocked.
There's a
Okay.
trap door.
Okay, I mage hand pick it. What roll?
That would be, I was gonna say trickery, but what's it?
Isn't it just
Sleight
It's,
of hand.
sleight of hand.
Oh no,
Oh,
hold on. You just add proficiency to it too, because he's a
He's a
thief soul.
thief.
14?
Thief soul.
14?
Okay, so you successfully pick it. By the way, there's gotta be a different deal here with mage check. Can you really pick lots of that shit?
Yeah.
It's up to you.
It's
Oh, yeah.
it's arcane trickster thing.
What?
Arcane trickster.
Wow.
That's
Cool.
like the big reason why you take arcane trickster.
Alright, so
Mage hand's amazing, and then
it-
you just lock
so
it
you hear a little
safely.
click, and the metallic lock unlocks.
Okay. I'll try to lift up the thing.
It's solid wood. It's a lot heavier than 10 pounds, man.
Okay. I go, hey guys, there's a trapdoor in there.
I'll try first.
But now that if you're not used to IKEA shit, real wood is fucking heavy.
20.
So you go over there and you just yank it open. The first thing that greets you is what seems to be
Okay,
a rather like a face, all silent and sleeping.
fuck.
Its hair covered around.
Oh, hell no. Bro, I don't know this. I'm just hiding behind this window.
I have a bandage ready with my mage hand.
What do you want to do? What do you want to do? There's a body here.
It's in a
What
abomination.
Yeah.
What do you see
It might be a
as
survivor, right?
It's a sleeping
It's probably a
body.
survivor. I go, hello.
Lady, you said
Are
lady.
you? Are
Yes, a
you?
lady.
Old lady.
A lady.
Is it like
Old lady.
in two?
Might be a
Is it
survivor,
alive?
like a
Do
hidden
perception
survivor.
checks.
Is she breathing? Can I tell? I don't need a
You can,
perception.
I feel like if you wish to touch it,
I'll touch it.
okay. She's currently alive, yes.
She's alive.
Slap her.
I'm gonna slap her.
I mage hand. Hey, wake up.
Nothing happens.
What the?
Can I lift the body?
Is she?
Oh, should I lift the body?
Is she like chained or something?
Huh?
Is she chained?
She just sleeping?
Like,
No,
Or she's just
wait,
like this?
For example, he only took off the
It's
top.
just the top part.
Yeah, only the top part.
So I only see her
Okay.
face.
So you can continue lifting floorboards to see the rest of it.
oh, I see. Wait, so there was a lock that opened the trap door, and
Just her
that
face.
trap door just revealed her face.
Yes.
Could we? Is it
So,
big enough to
alright.
pull her out?
To give you an example, if this was if us
I
in
start
real life,
digging.
you could have just pulled her out.
23.
What were you gonna say?
As I say, in real life, you would just like slide down, lay
I
down.
want
till
more.
the trap
I
door.
want more room
Yeah.
to get her out.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like we could pull her
Okay,
out.
so
Yeah.
He just rips out the floorboards. So you rip out the floorboards and you see her full body. You know, it's like a youngish girl, let's say about 15, 16. Okay, and which seems to be fully like unconscious.
Unconscious?
You know,
Is she bleeding?
Can I try and
you can make a
lay?
medical
Can I
check
lay
if
on
you
hands?
wish to put hands on her body. Yeah, sure.
Can I lay on hands?
Yeah.
I lay on hands 1 HP too.
What else does that do?
Well,
Also, I meant like unconscious, not like status.
well, I'm just saying. I'm just
Okay, nothing
saying
hap-
what's
nothing
gonna
happens.
happen.
Nothing happens.
Jeez, call me stupid.
not saying anything.
Doesn't it like cure stuff too?
Yeah.
If I use 5, it cures disease. Oh, I'll use 5 HP actually.
It cures disease?
Mhm.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Okay. Let me
She's still unconscious,
Yes.
Yeah.
but breathing.
Yeah.
Unconscious but breathing.
Oh,
Can I use detect magic?
Sure.
oh, you got it.
Yes.
Nice.
What does Detect Magic do?
Allows me to detect magic
It
within the
detects
area.
magic.
And tells you what kind of magic.
And can I just no, I can't dispel.
Something like that.
Dispel magic's a whole nother thing.
So here's what you can tell. As you attempt to detect magic, you do understand that underneath where she's lying, a source of magic is there. You can't quite tell what it is.
Ooh.
Can I pull her up?
I back up.
Can I pull her up?
Yes.
Can I insert?
Well, hold on.
Can I detect if there's any traps, any like hidden mechanisms underneath her?
You do not find any mechanical mechanisms underneath it. I said he detected magic.
I mean, okay, magical traps.
What's going on there, guys?
Any-
you guys
any
taking awful
source-
long.
any
There's a
source of-
body here.
Any source of
Abe.
magical traps underneath?
What
would-
you doing behind that
That makes
building, dog?
No. Any source of what? Mechanical? No.
Any source of magical traps.
Wait.
Or any
You said like you were looking for mechanical stuff, not magical stuff.
magical stuff.
Can you detect magical
Because
traps?
he used detect magic. I already told you how.
Okay, but I'm looking for like a source of a trap, like a magical trap.
I mean, how does this work? I mean, I told you that underneath. That's. I mean, do you have like a spell or something? Because detect magic.
So I think the tech magic would cover that.
Yeah.
Cover that
Magical
whole
traps.
thing, yeah.
But,
Or magical traps.
See if I could like. Never mind. Okay, that's fine. Okay.
So the clicking, is it because we're walking on a metal
Oh
floor?
yeah, there's the metal padlock.
Yeah, it's a padlock.
Yeah, you picked it.
Oh,
Under the
Huh.
carpet.
that's what the clicking sound came
Yeah,
from?
because when you think about it, you ever hear a padlock and someone steps on it, it makes a little sound.
Ching, ching, you know.
Just to say, like
Nothing.
You can't be mad at that.
Just
You
get
know
so mad about this.
You know it's true. It happened.
No,
No,
just for
no, it's
feedback
true.
though. Just for feedback, because the way you made it sound was like every step has its
Yeah.
own. Like,
Yeah, these are that.
All right. So if there was a padlock in the floor, right?
Because then she was in the corner, right?
If this was a
In the bottom.
padlock,
Okay.
and every time you walked in, like you hear like some kind of clanging like that in one spot, right?
No, here's the thing. Because remember, it's all wooden floors. All the panels are attached to each other. If you touch anything, something's gonna
Shitty
move.
house, you know, like when you step in one
I
side,
think it's
the
because
whole
you're
house
also throwing
Just some
shit
shifts
feedback.
over.
So I mean,
It was
That's why I'm
a,
pissed off about it.
You know, come on, putting it out there. I feel like I'm being really,
I
really
think if
realistic.
you were walking, you wouldn't hear it as much.
I think it was a misinterpretation.
Yes. I think
Just
there's
for-
mis-
just-
Well, everyone here is assuming
Just
that
for
lock
feedback.
is there all the time.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Because like if you heard a chain, it's a pretty distinguishable noise, right? Like a metal thing clanging against a wooden floor. But when something like clicks, like, what the hell's a click? You know,
Yeah.
because click is like
a click is
a very
so much
specific
different.
click is
noise.
As someone who's
Quick as
been
trap.
using a padlock recently daily, I use it to for my classroom. This whole thing. It does click if you even touch
Yes,
it gently.
It's a different.
But
kind
like
of
you wouldn't say I'm criticizing your word choice.
Yeah,
of
it's
click.
the
All right,
wording.
click. What are we looking for?
A
It's the
rattle
wording of
would've been a better-
situation.
Rattle,
Yeah,
rattle.
I think-
Are you for real?
I think the big thing here that I'm messed
Clink,
up in is
clink.
that
That's
he
also good.
peeled.
Clink?
Okay,
Clink.
he peeled the floor. Did you interpret that as peeled everything or just a little
I
part?
just thought you just lifted it up.
How much? Where
I'm
did you think he was
peeling
lifting
it.
Because alright, if it's a carpet, it wouldn't be like glued
He would
to the
have to
floor.
lift from the corner, correct?
Yeah,
But he didn't lift the whole thing off.
I thought you did.
I'm just peeling it back.
Oh, the whole thing back.
Did you assumed he did the
That's
whole
what I
thing
just
off?
thought.
Okay, so then you assumed he did the whole thing off. Okay, see, that's just a misinterpretation. That's
Okay,
a
can
misunderstanding.
we proceed with this? 'Cause
Yeah.
The situations we light up. I apologize. Maybe next time I use the word clink instead of click.
I just want to give some feedback.
No, yeah, I think it's good discussion
I mean,
here.
it
It's a
just-
good discussion.
Clink. I'll remember that. That's my.
It's not about like the word clink.
I don't think it's
about
just the
description.
situation was very awkward to understand.
Yes, that's the end.
Okay. Well, let's proceed so we
Yeah.
don't get stuck on
Can I
this.
lift his body out?
15, 20 minutes.
I back up.
Get out of the room.
I run out of the room.
Okay. As soon as
20.
as soon as you awaken, you lose 2 hit dice worth of HP,
Okay.
like permanently.
Oh
From your
wow.
max.
You're taking all the curses, bro.
Wait, what happens?
He loses two hit dice worth of HP.
So what does?
And at this
What
moment, as your life drains and you pick her up, her eyes open slightly.
Dang.
I lost 8 HP.
What's going on?
Damn.
You lost what?
8
That's not that much. You're fine.
No, it could have been worse.
It could have been worse. Yeah.
It's a D10.
Out of all the people, it was probably you could have taken the best.
That's a little less than average.
Yeah.
I feel bad because Alan always the
It's
one has to
fine.
open everything.
Someone has to do it.
Yeah. So
Is she awake? What happened?
That's from touching her.
she awakens in a solemn voice. And before she awakens, she's like, who are you?
Who are you?
You're probably passed out from that. You
My
probably wouldn't talk.
my father made me take a drink and I fell asleep for a long
What's your
time.
father's name?
His name is Fedor.
Fedor?
Yeah, Fyodor.
Huh?
Fyodor.
Theodore, not Fedor?
Fyodor.
So we don't know this person?
No, you do not.
Oh, that's Theodore.
Fyodor he's a local herbalist and
What happened right before he made you make this drink? Take this drink.
Well, there was some screaming and yelling outside. He told me to lay down in this little hall and give me this drink.
Alright, would you like some water?
I think I'm okay, but are you still inside?
Oh yeah.
She's like, why is my house
Some
like
Porter
this?"
Robinson shit.
It's a big ass. Whatever
You
happens
say
before
Porter
you went to
Robinson?
sleep.
Port of Robinson?
Porter Robinson.
What is that?
Artist. There's a music video. It's a
Oh.
similar premise.
It's swear to interruption. Yeah.
Very similar. Premise.
Something happened while you were asleep. I'm just here to wake you up. You wanna go outside? You need to come with me.
Wait, what happened?
I don't know what happened. I got here and your town was really like this.
What do you mean like this? You mean my house is already messed up?
The town's like this.
What do you mean?
Look outside. Let's go outside, girl. What's your name?
Hmm?
What's your name?
Oh no.
Oh no? Your name's Oh no?
Well, I was gonna say something else, but actually that'd be funny. My name is Stace.
Stace?
Yeah.
Short for anything or just Stace?
Stacelius.
Stacelius.
Call me Stace.
Alright, Stace.
Sully is such a trailer park.
Yeah. Fuck it, I'm going with
At
it.
least it's not like Stacy Ann.
So as soon as she exits, she lets out a large wail and runs towards the mill.
Hey, look, you found a woman.
Where are you going?
She's crying, she's in tears, she gestures to her.
Hey, just give her some time.
That's my family. She cries, falls to the floor sobbing.
Xana.
Yeah.
I don't deal well with the crying moments.
I give her a moment to like
Collect herself.
cry and yeah, and then when I feel like it's ready, I go
We're
approach
gonna
her.
be here all day. Man.
What time is it, by the way?
Let's say 2 or 3 o'clock.
Oh.
Still middle of the day.
Can we check the other houses? Have we checked the other houses?
You can if you want.
No, maybe
More clicks? More clinks?
maybe there's more villagers hidden underneath.
So my
floors.
servant should have by now probably.
Oh, you sent your servant to each of the ones?
to open all
To
the
open
doors
all the doors.
specifically is the
Okay,
thing
so
I sent him to
nothing
do.
happened.
Okay.
Okay.
Did I hear anything when I stepped inside?
No. No clanks.
No clanks, no clicks?
What-
How's the house look?
Huh? Okay, the same thing. The house is in disarray.
No planks, but perhaps
You-
there are clinks.
You can't really see if there's anything else yet. You can go ahead and make a perception check or try.
Maybe some chinks.
13.
As soon as you enter, several things catch your eye. First off, you notice that A, this one has a surprising amount of books on the wall. B, the books are the only thing that have not been touched. Slavers don't like to read.
As fast as I can, I pull every book out of the cupboard.
I mean, I can't help.
You trying to
Double the
explode
speed.
yourself?
No, I'm trying to see if there's a magic corridor behind these bookshelves, Abe.
Is the bookshelf like against a wall?
Yes, against the wall.
Magic is a thing.
You know there's nothing behind.
Magic can't
Like
defy
it's a
physics.
shelf.
You see
There's
this
wood on the
building's
other
only
side.
so big.
Your
We
passive,
just found a girl under the floor.
Yeah, but that was physically possible.
your
you know.
passive perception tells you that the room is actually smaller than what the house should look like.
Oh.
This a bitch.
Well, I can't really tell from outside.
Can I? Wait. Doesn't that mean there has to be something else with this house? Hey guys, something up with this room.
Hey, Eros, can't you detect magic?
Wait, hold on. That's what I was looking at. What's the range of detect magic?
It's a ritual spell, or it's a spell where you can cast it as a ritual.
Alright, I'll cast.
Do you want to make a perception check?
Not me. You guys
I'm
have
out.
to do
Well, we're outside, so.
Not 20.
Okay, at this moment you realize that somewhere off in the distance you hear a loud roaring.
Guys, there's a loud
rooming. Even.
Guys, I think I hear those primo bikes.
Stace, you're coming with me, and then
We gotta go now.
I
it. But there's something wrong with this room.
We'll come back to it. Don't
You
worry.
better come back to it.
It's been ransacked before, but
go back into your hole. Shit. I mean, go back down there. Here's some food and water. You wait for us.
You giving her a ration?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll be back for you.
Okay. You gotta make sure she could like not start yelling or something. So.
Knock her out.
we should drag her because she won't be able to eat.
Yeah, dead women don't make no noise.
She's struggling and screaming at this point, so you're just gonna put her back in the hole and lock it?
Okay, so she's struggling and screaming, and then that's a little different.
I mean, she's in obvious distress.
Let's take her with us.
Knock her out.
Yeah, you could knock her out.
Let's take her with us.
Or you can take her
Oh,
away.
it's up to 10 minutes.
What is
Detect magic.
it? Lasts for 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, you don't detect any magic.
Okay.
Stace, calm down.
Wait, I don't detect
We're-
any magic
What the?
in this weird room.
Maybe it's not magical. Maybe it's just physical.
You punch her?
Oh,
Punch her.
How do
Hey.
you punch her?
I
Wait,
Block.
hold on.
A puncher.
What'd you roll?
Who'd you punch?
I mean, because I'm putting it out there, it doesn't matter what you say. If you got punched in the face.
mean, like, is he running up to me and going like this?
Wait, punch her or punch the
That's
face?
Donna?
No, the girl, right?
that we're
Why
trying to
would
get
you
into the
punch
hole.
girl?
Because there's people coming and she's screaming ballistically.
Let's
Tell
start
her to
with
be
words.
quiet.
So you missed and you hit her in the ear. She yells even louder.
She's gonna start crying because you punched her.
Are we running away or are we hiding in the house?
There's not a very large hole.
Is the sound of bikes getting closer as all this commotion is going on?
What?
Is the sound of bikes getting closer, or the rooming sound? I assume it's a
yes,
bike.
it's getting a little closer.
Okay, guys, it's getting closer.
Are we
gotta get
hiding in
moving
a
now.
house or are we running outside
The blind man
away?
starts
Now,
screaming.
what's the plan? What's the plan? What's the
Yeah,
The
plan?
what-
blind dude starts screaming, "They're coming!"
All right, let's go back to the original plan. We'll put bombs onto this Holden here. His life is forfeit.
Let's
You guys are yelling at me for punching her.
Hey, I mean that's
He
not
hasn't
a
actually
bad
done
idea.
anything.
So they're gonna go investigate this campfire. Is
You want to ambush him?
That's what they're going to do. So maybe we could lay a bomb down there. We could go into some of these houses,
My mage hand can trigger.
Yeah.
It's invisible.
And pull the pin.
and yes, we could do that.
Okay. So is that what you're gonna do? Where are you guys gonna hide?
I'm gonna hide in.
Oh, well, this house we know is safe.
I'm going to hide in that house.
This house we also know is safe.
Where do you put Stace and the blind man?
So I
Stace
want to
down
calm
here.
down Stace,
Uh-huh.
if you let me do that.
What are you gonna do? Okay. So how are you gonna do it? Make a
I roll for
persuasion check.
comfort.
Just talk. Yeah, I'll roll for comfort. You know, I
Roll for comfort.
I pat her
How-
hair.
what's your comfy modifier, Dan?
I don't know. It's probably pretty strong. I'm wearing sweats right
Wouldn't
now.
it be like persuasion?
In the earlier D&Ds, there was a come.
That's
So
a
you
9.
get-
got-
It's a
You
9.
instantly get better rolls. Wait, what?
It's a 9.
Total?
Yes.
Okay,
Bad
so
nat one.
you get her to stop crying audibly, but you get her to do loud, hiccupy sobs.
Okay,
that?
Stace. Is there enough room down there for both of us?
No. It's literally like.
Damn, Donna, you
Two-
died.
Don't put her back in there.
Okay.
She just came out of that thing.
Okay, I'll just keep her with me.
Correct, but to remind you, she's audibly
still loud.
sobbing. Not
Can I punch her now?
You should gag her. You gotta do it.
You gotta do it.
Why do I gotta do it?
You have the best,
stop me
you
the
have the
first
best
time.
interaction with the females.
Yeah, she won't expect it from you. She'll see it from me.
You can recover from such bad graces. You have good social skills.
You just gonna punch her in the face?
No, we gotta
Or you
get
can
it.
have silence. You gotta
Oh yeah.
I was thinking about that too. It's gonna take too long
It's
though.
not a waste of a spell slot.
Ritual?
You
It
can
takes
cast
some
it as a
minutes.
spell.
I can
cast
cast.
it
I
as
can
a
cast a spell, but
It is a
a
waste of spell slot.
right now.
One hell of a waste.
The rooming grows even louder.
Sorry, Stace.
I had it in
Yeah.
this house.
Knock her out. Try to.
Okay, so Stace and the blind dude are Holder are in this
That's the
house right here, right?
Where do we put the grenade?
By the.
I can make Chan 30 feet
Campfire.
away, so I have to be 30 feet away.
I can
I'll
just
chill.
chuck the grenade.
I'll chill next to wherever you're gonna be.
Okay. I think we have to be like in one of these houses.
Should we be on the roof, or is that too visible? That's probably
No,
pretty visible.
you're fine on the roof, depending on the kind of roof.
What kind of
If
roof?
the roof is like this, then you can always fly on the other side of the roof.
Yeah. What kind of roof is it? Also, I have a.
It's like
Are they flat roofs, pointy roofs?
it's attached to the roof, which is
Are they like trapezoidal roofs?
Oh, we can hide in the thatch.
like
I can
They're
silent
pointy
image
roofs?
something around this.
They're
Oh yeah.
triangular roofs.
Oh yeah.
Triangle roof.
Triangle roofs.
Oh, so we can just fake a little like window.
Is
or
it like
something.
here, like right in the middle? It's
Probably.
sloping downwards and then right in the middle sloping
Yes.
backwards.
I'll
okay.
show you.
So it's like that one is like a triangle. You know what I'm talking about?
So we'll just do a fake thatch hidden.
Yeah, I spent a spell slot and used silent image to create the illusion of a roof over us. So if someone is looking from that direction,
All right. So what happens is several arrive. Okay. And the blind dude is like Holder and States right in
sorry,
this one.
and grenade in my hand.
Yes, Holder and Stacy
Okay.
here.
Who
I'm
is-
in this one. We have two over there.
Okay. So at this moment,
I'll be in that one too.
you see.
You want to be over here? You have to be here. Cause they-
Pretend these guys roll in on their bikes. I don't have a bike miniature, so I apologize ahead of time. They go through the gate, and you see three, what seems to be rather surprisingly lightly armored greenskins. And
Do
you
they
notice
park their bikes anywhere?
they park their bikes actually because they can't really walk comfortably. Okay.
Nice.
Now, first things first is you see them take off their gloves, put in their back pants. Okay, and they're wearing what seems to be rather heavy leather. Like, they're not wearing plate, they're not wearing like mail or anything. They actually seem to be like in travel leathers because you know motorcycling is hot business. You can't do that shit in metal. It's heavy. Now, one of them you notice has a headdress of what seems to be some kind of anacoria skull. Like, you guys ever seen the anacoria? It's like these two sharp teeth covering its face right here.
Yes, I know very well what anacoria is.
Unfortunately, you don't. Well, oh wait, you do. I forgot your backstory. So,
well, no, because Rigo knows very well what anacoria is.
yeah. So, basically, at this point, you hear them talking okay, in a deep, gravelly voice. Man, I don't want to do an orcish voice right now because I'm going to pull it off properly. So, in a deep, gravelly voice, you hear them start discussing in a language, like in a language you don't understand because no one here speaks Orcish, do they?
Who's our orc?
Jizup.
Jizup is our orc.
Oh shit.
Is
He was
playing
wrestling
today?
after.
Is he playing today?
He'll come in later.
Can we say that he's right?
Nice.
With
Osmosis. he's-
I mean, should we?
No,
we shouldn't.
I feel
We
like that,
definitely
that
shouldn't.
we should.
It'd be very convenient if we did, but we definitely shouldn't.
Yeah. Okay, so what happens is, in a deep, gravelly voice, you start conversing with each other. The one with the headdress pops his hand out, okay? And the first thing you notice are, there seems to be some kind of rune spinning in his hand, like a light rune, okay? And the light, okay, so the best way
Oh
to
my god,
describe,
it's gonna point to us.
the best way to do the rune is imagine a series of bones, and then with one bone being like really light. It spins around for a second, it points straight towards, which is the one with Zanet. The building with Zanet in it, okay? And two of the orcs with a black tusk, what they immediately do is,
In this time, during the time this is happening, is everyone quiet though? The people in my hut.
oh, they're totally quiet, okay?
Okay.
You can make a perception check to see what the
Are they
tracking is
unconscious?
like. Hmm?
No, not the orcs. I'm talking about the Hodor
Yeah,
and.
they're pretty quiet actually. Stace is
It's you
shut
and
the fuck up. Because,
Okay.
yeah. And
So
Holder is.
I put
I'm
Stace
gonna make a-
in the
Yeah.
thing.
Do you want to make a perception check?
A perception check?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
so they're coming towards us, right?
7.
Oh wait, you still detect magic on, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. As soon as the guy pulls this out, okay, what happens is you notice there's something magical going on in his general direction. Okay. I just want to point that out for you. Alright.
7 perception.
Okay. As soon as he pulls it out, something else happens to you. In your building, something magical is there, being tracked. Not your building, his building, but he notices it.
You notice that.
Yeah.
Okay, I
So
don't know.
as soon as that guy pulled out his thing,
Yeah.
something new magical happened.
Oh.
I have a question. So I have some of the illusion is a concentration spell.
Uh-huh.
What does that mean? Can I cast like say a cantrip? With
Yes,
that?
you can.
Can I make the sobbing voice of what I heard the girl in there towards the campfire?
Okay.
Or another building.
At this point, you do that, and the first thing that happens is the guy holds up his thing. He gestures towards the guys, grunts a little more, and they continue like approaching the building.
This is a good plan. Sorry guys, you guys are fucked.
Huh.
So let's say you have like 30 seconds to react.
So I know the magic is coming from the
Yes.
house.
So basically, as soon as you pull out his hand, something magical happens.
Is there a window in my house?
Hmm?
Is there a window where I'm standing?
Yeah, I
Say
think so.
to the towards the center, yeah.
So out of character, it might be on Hodor's, like, because he was a slave, and that's what I'm assuming.
Oh, a slave collar?
Something like that. That's my
That's
guess.
Well, I guess I'll do something. I'm gonna throw a grenade right here.
Wow. Okay, go for it.
Wait, don't they have a plan going?
They're
Yeah.
not getting anywhere close
They're
to
not
the
moving
campfire.
towards
Yeah,
Yeah.
they heard the screams, but they didn't move.
Oh, I thought they were gonna
Yeah,
go
they
check
didn't
it
move.
out.
Yeah, like the moment they busted down
That's
the
a
road,
roll.
we probably would have jumped.
Nope, I do.
But since you throw the
you throw
name,
for damage.
we
Yeah.
can't anticipate that.
Yeah.
one.
It's
exactly.
4d8.
How far can you go? Can you go that far?
I have 16 strength, so
30 feet.
That's pretty good.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
I can't go
I
that.
also have a scrap grenade.
Yes, but your strength is even worse.
No, his is 14, I think.
Oh, so that's 20 feet. But keep in mind that the radius.
Yeah,
is
My
20
strength
feet.
is 12.
Oh,
Oh.
so basically, if you throw it, you're gonna be counting the radius.
Yeah.
The suicide aid.
Well, I mean,
Where's the holder?
I gotta do it, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna run out.
Oh, okay. I burst out of the house and I throw a grenade.
Okay, so as a reaction, how can I say this? Because of a certain feat, they both fire on you
That's fine.
with their sawed-off shotguns.
Ooh.
I'll take it.
Where did I put my dice?
But my grenade still goes off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Which AC?
18.
So you get hit by one. Give me 30 seconds to pull this thing up because it closed on me.
How about did you roll for it?
I just opened it.
Oh, just get that one out of the way. I feel
What was
it.
it?
Well, I can reroll natural ones.
So,
Oh yeah, gnomes.
actually, I'm just gonna roll over
Yeah,
here.
so y'all can reroll your own.
No,
A
no.
halfie. You're a gnome.
I'm gonna. No.
You're a half one.
Good enough. Good enough.
Ah, so we just got. Are you at 25 moon speed too?
So two of your shells slam in, both, like, one of them whiffs you entirely and hits the door behind you. The other one slams into you, double shells, hits you for 26 damage. So at this point,
Would have been knocked
Like-
out.
yeah. Remember, this is, I told you guys, the guns are strong. At this point, did you roll for damage for the?
Not yet.
Okay. So imagine him, like, he charges at the door. They take out their sawed-off shotgun, double barrels,
17.
and 17 damage.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, you roll for damage.
For damage?
Yeah.
17. Do you see my words?
No.
Oh,
Shit. First one was 10. 23.
Okay. At this point, both of the guys who pulled their shotguns on you burn away in the explosion. The one who had his rune at this point, he starts gibbering in a language you don't quite understand. These bodies become a smooth, bloody paste on the floor.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Now this one, although injured and very, very angry, attempts to fumble and pull out some kind of weapon. Everyone roll initiative.
Damn. I'm not rolling this dice today.
Fuck. I got 4.
Oh, I hate you.
Thank God.
Hands up if you got higher than 20.
20 or higher?
Yeah.
20.
You got 20?
I got 24.
I'm gonna equip my shotgun for this.
You guys, you don't need to equip it to pull out wherever you want.
Okay. Well,
Everyone playing Sizz and Snips? Or you guys could forego him for bonus XP.
Forgo? Forgo?
Bonus. Yeah, it's just
We'll
one guy.
We'll forgo.
Yeah, it's just one guy currently.
Okay, so
But they're probably gonna get resurrected.
So Marlowe,
No,
and then
the
hands
meat
up
face.
15 to 20.
Do I,
To a big
You got
giant.
Yeah, I got him. 15 to 20.
Oh
It's
man.
gonna be a giant.
No one? 10 to 15. What'd you get?
I got 13.
11.
Okay, so that'd be Abe. Jen, what'd you get?
6.
Eris,
Can you tell me the order one more time to read out?
Zana, Marlowe, Abe,
Marlo, Abe,
Chet,
Chet,
Eris,
Garrus.
and basically the Anacori head looking wearing dude. You can call him a shaman if
I
you
just
want.
got him enemy.
Here you go. Alright, so at this point, several things happen. As he fumbles to take out his weapon, Zana steps forward to the side and hear several loud explosions on the side. What does Zana do?
It's go
Silence
time!
him, Zana.
I turned to
He's
the holder,
summoning
I'm
a
like,
beast.
Do you have some kind of slave collar on you?
He turns around and is like, no, but he turns towards his back. There's a burning feeling, sensation on my ribs on the back.
God damn.
It's chlamydia.
And then you said he's in the process of potentially casting
All the
something?
body,
Either
he started
casting or pulling up a
gibbering.
weapon. So remember, he was already attempting to detect or certain something, so he wasn't like ready to fight like the other two guys were. So
And
he's,
he's summoning a weapon, you said?
he's either pulling out a weapon or beginning to cast it. I'm
And
not
he's,
sure.
I answered
he's
that.
also gibbering into a thing, and all the bodies turned into a meat paste.
All of them or just these two?
Oh no,
all
that was
the
caused
body-
by the explosion.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you was turning.
Yeah, I thought he was turning his comments into. Oh,
I meant.
so he's not resurrected.
That's my bad.
See, we were both
We were so scared.
misinterpreting. We're like, dude, this is
We're like,
bad.
I meant to be like extra like descriptive.
Just fluffy.
So, so that's what I got.
My bad.
I got the explosion. Anyways,
Well, I mean,
thought-
we're all allowed to interpret these things
Yeah, I was
as
like,
a
oh,
character.
God,
Like
this is so
flicking
bad.
the sand.
I-
Bad interpretation.
No, it's
Yeah.
fine. This one's fine.
Yeah, I guess it's just misinterpretation.
Because then it's definitely fine for me and Abe to go through this entire fight wary about them being resurrected.
So
I
I
think
pop
that's
out and I say, you look very Anapor, and then I cast Vicious Mockery.
I love your gems are so good.
that's-
They're just lame enough to be good.
A wisdom saving throw.
I love it.
What's against what?
I think it's 14.
Oh, he's fine. So basically, wait, does he have to understand? He doesn't. Doesn't matter. Anyway, he
he
shakes
doesn't.
it off. As in, imagine like the Anacori head shakes it, it's like ugh,
Okay.
ignores you.
I go back in and I just go back into the building.
And Marlo, Marlo got some range to make. What does Marlo do?
Can I dash over within 30 feet of the guy?
I mean, 60 feet? I mean, what's your dash speed?
50.
What? It's, 50 total, but I want to be within 30 feet of the guy so I can shoot him.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah,
You only need 60 feet.
Cool.
You and
Wait,
damn,
isn't
if
he
you're
on
a
top of
normal
I'll dash-
person.
I'll dash over.
If you're a normal person, you're a Gucci.
Do I have a cover? Some kind of cover?
You can hide behind one of those things.
Sure. Yeah. Whatever.
I'm loving the Marlo.
I'll shoot my steel crossbow.
Oh, that's right. We got him. He's got range now.
Crossbow?
He's got range now.
Is it sleeve crossbow or it's a regular crossbow?
Regular steel crossbow.
Okay.
That's a 19 plus 25.
Damn. So
Jesus.
your crossbow slams into his upper abdomen. Okay. It seems to have barely split open the heavy mail and caused a small trickle of blood to fall down. How hard do you hit?
Sneak attack?
No. You don't have advantage, and no one's next to him.
No one's next one.
6
Okay.
Wait. Okay.
total.
Is that plus 1? For steel, right? Steel
Yes.
is
Steel's
plus
plus 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
No,
rolled
it's one damage.
I rolled a
Yeah.
1. I rolled a 1
I
and
gotcha.
plus 5.
To damage. He said to
Yeah,
damage.
it
Not
is.
to hit.
It's to damage.
Plus 1 to hit is really big deal.
Wait, plus 1 to damage.
It's plus 1 to hit.
Okay. So at this point, sorry, Lauren's like messaging me about wedding stuff.
Wedding stuff, you said?
No, not my wedding.
I was like, no.
Hey, babe, you want to get married?
Ha
Lol. Anyway, so Marlo just basically dives out. For some reason, I imagine him rolling as he jumps out of the building.
Little
Shoots in the
dive
back.
roll?
And Abe, what do you decide to do?
Does he have any metal on?
No.
You said chain, right? Chainmail?
Just
No,
diamond
so,
is like
heavy-
metal.
Heavy leather.
Yeah, because
He's like a shaman.
Yeah.
the general deal is like these guys don't want to ride around heavy metal, you know.
Okay, let's see.
Well,
Alright. Gonna shine my new improved flashlight on.
Good approved.
No, really, what is that?
moon.
Fairy fire.
Oh.
That's always the
Yeah,
flashlight.
I got clarify.
Yeah.
I got a 1.
And that was moonbeam.
So, does
Yeah.
anyone has disadvantage on attacks too?
No.
No.
It's just we have everyone
we
can
have
see him.
advantage.
He's lit up, and everyone has advantage on attack.
All right, and
Be careful.
as a heads up, I've designed these guys to have low HP armor, but they're gonna be dancing pretty funny tricks. And her.
You just
Alright,
gotta wipe
Chet,
them
what do you
out,
do?
right?
I'll use my steel crossbow and hit.
You have advantage over it.
Yeah.
All these ranged characters.
Even I have range now.
Scared of death.
That was
Yes.
23 hit.
23 does indeed hit. So, your crossbow finds a small opening on his upper thigh.
Short bow.
Short bow finds a small opening in his upper thigh. How hard does it hit?
One.
Wait, did you roll with boons? Are you that
I did.
close?
Huh?
Did you roll with boons or not?
I did.
Wow, you're not that close.
Oh,
You have to be within 20 feet.
Okay, well.
You can be in
that's-
20
Yeah.
Hold on.
Would you like to move within 20 feet?
Yeah,
And
let's
take
move
the
within
bit?
20 feet.
Oh, you're in the same building as me?
Sorry, I forgot.
Yeah,
I was told.
he hit with you.
You also have advantage.
You're so
on the
sneaky.
No one is.
So 5. And then sneak attack. 11.
Then you guys already have
Wait,
sneak attack.
oh yeah, sneak attack. 2d6?
It's already
Damn.
2d6?
Level
Damn,
three, level
that's
three.
hella damage.
So, at this point, Eris steps forward. What does Eris do?
If I'm here, can I shoot him with a shotgun?
Yes.
Sweet. I shoot him with a shotgun.
So you get add your dex modifier.
I made dex mod my proficiency?
Yeah, I just like to, it's like a regular dude in range
I
attack.
have no dex. So proficiency is what, 2 right now?
Yeah.
Baby, baby! 8 or 15?
Escalation.
So-
Escalation dice.
No, no, yeah, it's not
Oh.
for
15.
sure. So with a 15, you're for some reason, the weak metal that the buckshot is usually made of flattens against the hardened leather. Instead of making full damage, it just kind of sticks on there.
So it doesn't do anything?
Yeah. So as a heads up, in this world, the reason why the bullets are so weak is because they don't use real 100% lead or steel in their ammunition. They use softer metals because it's more readily available.
No bueno, boys, don't use your gun.
No, it's not that. It's just that you
Throw away
rolled,
my crossbow.
you rolled low enough. Okay, at this point, the shaman steps forward. And he brandishes his sawed
Oh
off.
shit, I'm about to faint.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh.
5.
Goodbye, friend.
You're about to faint.
So, the first thing he does
Oh,
is...
could I cover fire?
Huh? Yes,
He
you
does
can.
this? Come on, baby. 18.
Do you have advantage?
You do have advantage.
Oh, well, okay.
So-
Take the crit.
That 20 bow.
Get the crit. No,
What'd you get?
18 hit.
18 does it.
It's gonna be, 14 damage.
Ooh.
Okay.
Holy
Nice.
shit.
Kill
So
this
at this point,
motherfucker.
your hit finds him in the under the armpit as he moves, and he starts actively bleeding. He
The
would.
armpit
He,
is the hardest place to block by the way.
yeah. So as a heads up, I'm gonna narrate this. Imagine him pulling out, getting hella pumped up as he charges over. The first thing he does with advantage is he attempts to slam into Chet here, with his shoulder.
I have 15 AC.
Okay, and his tackle hits you
Oh, you're gonna hit the wall
for
too.
5 damage.
Does it push him?
Hmm?
Does it push?
Does it push me?
Pushes you prone.
Oh, it doesn't push him into the wall?
No, this one's just
God.
prone. So because of this, he readies his sawed-off shotgun to attack you again.
Ooh.
Right in the face.
Disadvantage.
No, not with this one. This is one of his special abilities.
Oh no.
It's game over, bro.
15.
So his sawed-off shotgun hits you in the face for. Let's see. I'm just gonna roll this over
Monster
here.
plus.
Huh?
Monster.
He's gonna give you 2 barrels of hot fun.
Oh, it's
Oh,
done.
that was for the advantage.
Let's see.
Wait.
What?
He has advantage even on pro?
Yes. So basically, what his special ability is allows him to attack within 5 feet as a whiff or a melee.
Okay.
Anyway, so you get hit for 28 damage.
I'm
Unconscious.
Basically, 8 little shrapnel pieces slam into your body.
Damn, you should got that leather he has.
And finally, with his bonus action, he puts his hand up and a tiny little light bird flies off.
God damn it.
Shit.
And what do you guys decide to do? Oh, Zana, stepping forward, Zana, seeing that one of her friends gets absolutely decimated before her, what does he do?
Look up at the bird. Could I try to shoot it?
You can attempt to.
It's a light bird,
Made of light?
Yeah.
Oh.
so I don't know if it's tangible. Because I think the only thing that would stop it logically in my head is spell magic.
Oh, I've always wondered. Maybe I'm interpreting like.
You could.
distance
Alright, if
is
you make
wrong,
Arcana
and
check, I'll
so
give you a
I
little bit
can
more
say
information on this little
Someone
bird.
was
Yeah,
here,
please.
you were here.
I could identify.
And you had something
Identify
with 5
magic?
range that wouldn't.
That
hit.
wouldn't-
I'm not gonna use it, but yeah, just a
That would be
Arcana
10
check.
feet.
So 5 feet. is-
11?
Next to each other.
Okay, we are arguing magic.
This
You,
is
you
considered
know this
5
is a
foot
spell
range.
you've
Yeah,
seen
so like a melee is
maybe
Okay.
dozens of times before.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Maybe someone you know is quite fond of this spell.
the best way to put it is that
I'm gonna shoot it with my arrow.
Okay. If you haven't noticed, this is fine familiar. Just point it out.
Yeah. Come on, we need to hit it.
I had the
Fuck.
right
Oh,
interpretation.
11?
Okay, well, it's a
It
bird.
has like 10 AC.
Yeah.
Nice.
So your arrow slams into it, and I assume you do more than 3 damage, right?
Yes, I do.
Oh, so it's not a bird
Yeah.
made of light?
Well, basically, this guy's familiar is like a
Oh,
specialized
okay,
little bird.
okay.
It
Yeah.
doesn't have massive stats.
Okay. I thought it was literally a
Thanks
bird
for
made
letting
of
me
light.
do the check. Okay.
No, that's the idea. Give you options. So you end turn, and your arrow slams into the familiar. It lets out a little squeak and falls flat to the floor. Yeah, Marlo, what do you decide to do? Oh wait, the end turn.
Yeah.
Okay, is that Marlo? What do you decide to do?
Kill him!
I
Legolas!
where's we? I 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I dash up to here. Mage hand potion into his mouth.
Nice. Wait, potion, not stim pack. Remember, you have your exhaust by the way.
Would you still be
Can,
prone?
can I stim pack mage hand? Like
Stim pack.
Okay, probably
You
use
can. Does that
Okay.
take an action?
it's a full action for mage hand. So I don't
The
Then-
healing
something.
potion is a bonus action.
Yeah, let me double check.
But
Wait,
I
that's
also
actually weird. Yeah,
I also
don't know how
dash
that
to
works.
get there using my bonus action. Or yeah.
All right, so
This is
stim pack
dashing
requires
and
an action.
For
If
him,
mage
it's a
hand
bonus
requires
action.
you an action to use, you
For
cannot do
Rose,
that.
it's a
Okay.
bonus action.
So
Just stim pack.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rose
but you
can use
can't
mobility.
reach you.
I can't reach it.
Just kidding.
It's messing around being
I
weird.
shoot with my
So
crossbow
last time
instead.
the rogue will go
Yeah.
in, hit them, and then
Actually,
disengage it.
Bandage is a full action, right?
Disengage.
Bandage is a full action, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
I
the
can't.
first one. Just do it later.
I can't do
Good,
shit.
don't
I
worry.
crossbow.
So that means it
Am I
doesn't hit,
considered
right?
a target if I'm unconscious?
That is a-
I'd say so.
Okay, then he gets sneak attack, right?
Oh.
No, you have to be conscious.
I just asked you that.
No, wait. I mean, you're a target, but you're not like.
You're
conscious.
targetable, but you're not conscious.
Lame.
So,
I'm gonna
I
read this.
tried.
Advantage.
I think it's.
tried.
I think it's specifically conscious, by the way.
I'm just curious.
Does 13 hit?
no,
Isn't it incapacitated?
I missed on 15.
So
Those
basically-
precision dice are not working
It's
out.
not very precise. I miss.
Very precisely bad.
All right, so you guys are funny.
Just trying to cheat. the
So
system.
your arrow, what happens is it slams to his shoulder pad, but gets stuck outside the heavy armor. It doesn't make a direct hit. Just
Okay, I
Anything
retreat
do anything.
10 feet back.
okay. And right now, Abe moving forward just has to do what?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3.
And then when you guys are done, just say end turn. I'll continue narrating.
Sure.
6. Hit this boy with an
How is
ice
he
knife.
looking right now?
Well, you can hit him with what? Produce flame.
No.
Ice knife.
Ice
Interesting.
knife.
Ice knife. So what do you do?
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought
wait,
that was
so
a
that's let's see, that's 21.
All right. So your ice knife finds a rare opening in its heavy leather. How hard does it hit?
Yeah, that's amazing.
And it is
Yeah, you know why? It's because it's blue.
fuck 2 damage.
Two nicer blue dice.
Okay, and then oh no, I didn't think before doing this. Fuck. Okay, that's not good, but I have to do this. It's a d6.
Why do you have to do it? I don't get it. What's wrong?
No, because it explodes.
Oh no!
Okay, 3 damage.
You
To
still
everyone
lose a
with him.
save though.
He's back up though, right?
Oh,
No,
Yeah.
he's back. I couldn't
you
reach
use
him.
crossbow.
He's
I-
he's
I couldn't
prone,
reach
but he's
Because
not
it takes
dead.
an action
Oh,
to.
then you lose 2 death saves.
Oh no.
Two death
fail.
saves?
Two?
Because you crit fail for.
Oh no!
Are you
Well,
dead?
actually, no.
Wait.
Maybe not. Well, I don't know for this.
Are you dead? That's 2 plus 1
No,
is
but-
3.
What?
No.
Because you critical Well, if someone attacks him, he critically fails.
Yes. That's
So maybe not. Maybe
Fails
not in
too.
this case.
But it's not an attack. It's just an AOE.
Like an
It's
AoE.
still an
Still
attack.
attack.
Yeah. I would say you lose
Maybe a
too.
complete
I'm sorry.
nice
I'm just gonna keep it
pretty
going.
Yeah, yeah.
Worst comes to worst, you could be Chet Jr. I'm here to avenge my father.
I'm here to find my dog.
Find my dad's dog
My son.
and my dad.
Hey, you idiots!
Ow!
And Aaron stepped forward. What's Aaron's
Basically, that was the worst hostile thing I've ever done. He took 2 damage, and then he's got like.
You
he's
did
like,
more
"Oh."
damage
You should have a
to.
D100.
D100. It's fine.
Oh, okay,
There you go.
yeah, this is
So,
much better. I like
if
But-
I miss this, I fail, right? I die, right?
Oh shit! Hey, wait. We all. Oh, real quick. If we said he gets a 1, he can also take a fail and a critical wound, right?
Yes.
Okay. But anything less than 10 means he's dead, right?
Yo,
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm so.
Yeah, I think so.
no!
I actually think it does, right?
Oh, mama.
Ugh, fuck.
Wait, it can't. I thought you could choose whether or not it
Yeah.
explodes. Because I remember
Well,
like.
AoE usually lets you choose.
No, sometimes it doesn't.
Oh no,
Fireball
that's true.
them.
That's true. Fireball.
It does.
Ice knife? I'm gonna Google this shit.
I
Don't
would
worry,
doubt it.
Jimmy.
I would doubt it.
Wait,
I
where
would
did
doubt
you
that
fire?
allows you to
I
choose.
shot ice knife.
Could I read?
At him.
Yeah.
You're
with
next
his
to
spit
him.
No,
edge
you don't get to choose.
on
Yeah,
the
it
edge.
has to hit him. Yeah.
Alright. Woo!
Because usually the things where you get to choose AoE is like a buff.
So real quick,
Should we all hold
I,
hands?
I feel like I want to let him take it back, but I'm not going to.
Yeah.
The ice
His,
knife.
his ice knife.
There's the only thing that could hit him, so I was like, I'm just gonna.
You
The
can
thing
flesh out a
without
better.
the thing.
You can
Up
flesh
to
out
you.
more
With the thing or
character.
without the thing?
Up to you.
Do you like using the thing?
Wait, don't you add your do you add your con modifier to this, right?
Oh yes, you do.
What's your con modifier?
Do you?
Right? To your death saves?
I don't think you have any con, right? You're just a
Oh,
rogue.
you're
Yeah.
probably 10. Thank God it's not 8.
Alright, ready?
Hey, be honest. Wouldn't you feel hella guilty if you died that way?
No, I would be so guilty. I would be extremely guilty.
Stabilize?
The best
No, I
thing
think-
about it is that he gets to bring it up every once in a while. Remember when you
Yeah.
Now it's just, remember when you almost killed me?
Hold on, to clarify, if you make it 20, you're getting 1 hit point.
One
You do. You're back
So I'm
up.
stabilized.
In fact,
Yeah.
you
No,
healed
you're
him.
back up.
It's the strat when you kill someone to give them more HP.
Like, you're welcome.
Alright, and
I didn't know my ice knife could heal
put
it.
yourself back up.
Powers.
Can you imagine seeing that?
So
They're
do a
like,
bonus action?
why is he up?
I sharp stabs
woke
into
him
him
up.
and he gets up.
And,
It's just
Aaron,
like,
what do you do
Oh,
now?
I did.
Yeah.
ugh.
I ate like half this thing.
When I shoot the shell out of shotgun, does it have to scatter? And if it scatters, is it gonna hit
It
him?
basically has to scatter, yeah.
Is it gonna hit him?
Yeah.
Just hit me, it's fine.
He'll just heal back up
Yeah.
to 1 HP.
Wait, what if I shoot from this way?
I think it still scatters.
What if I shot from right here?
I mean, if you had the feet, which I'm thinking about changing later, it would not scatter. Does that make sense?
Why
That,
would it scatter if I'm right there?
I mean, it's just the way I designed it, but I guess I
Okay.
could.
It's like a directional
No, it's
thing, no?
No, my whole thing is the scatter just basically hits who's ever adjacent to keep it short and simple.
That makes sense. No,
So,
keep it that way.
yeah.
Keep it that way. Alright, let's see. Okay.
So if I'm unconscious, he wouldn't necessarily hit me, right?
No,
No,
you're
you hit
still
your-
you're still
Damn,
Target.
son of a bitch.
Oh, actually I haven't done this ever. What I'm going to do
Oh, I totally missed the thing.
That
Probably
was
good
on
thing,
purpose. That was
though.
on purpose.
Yes.
Maybe that thing is cursed. Hey, that should be our new roll. Bounce off the ledge.
I'm gonna use spectral vines to try to restrain him. Roll a strength or dexterity throw.
Like shoot.
Yeah, on 12.
Fuck. Okay, he's restrained.
You're restrained.
Yes, these vines grow out of the ground and restrain him. The vines lightly covered in
Spectral
snow.
vines.
Spectral vines.
The same
What
vines
happens
that
when
you-
restrained by the way? Let me check.
Yeah, can you check?
So far, this guy looks like he's about to die as a heads up. He's bloodied, he's got arrows sticking out of him. So, attack rolls against me have advantage, and
Actually,
I
I'm
have
gonna move
disadvantage on attack rolls. And finally, I have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. So only one thing comes natural, so he can't run.
So you're gonna hit the guy that
He's gonna blow
You hit
himself
one of
up
those.
No, actually, he tears off his armor to
and he eats it.
no.
to reveal
Several
grenades strapped
explosives.
to his chest.
Ah,
I
shit.
knew it!
Wait, what was
Ah,
it?
He has
shit.
grenades strapped to his chest.
Well, just why I was asking if Kevin was using produce flame earlier.
Thank
Yeah.
you would have so died if you
died.
would have done that.
I was like, Yeah, he strips it off, and he pulls them all off, and basically right now everyone has a few seconds to get away.
He's restrained, though?
He's restrained. We can run.
He can't run.
We can.
He
And
can't.
the only reason we can run is because he's restrained.
Yeah.
Or else it was just one.
Well, good thing I decided to. This is definitely Allah back mother.
Good thing I stayed
And
back.
this time he ends his turn, so he starts yelling. Produces what seems to be, from what you can count, at least 3 grenades strapped to his chest.
What's the radius on these grenades? Just wondering.
Huh?
Radius.
30 feet? 20 feet?
20 feet. You could attempt to disarm them all if you're really, really clever.
Or you can just kill him before he can
run.
light them,
Yeah.
right?
I think he already pulled them, right?
No. Yes.
Let's,
He's
let's
in the
set-
process.
He's in the process of doing it.
So if you kill
Because
him,
all the actions take place at once.
can you either run away?
And Zana, stepping forward, what does Zana do? Escalation days rises to 2.
You can kill.
Holder, get to the other side of the building.
Oh, that's right. You need it.
And then, yeah, I'm just gonna take a arrow shot at.
Actually, these guys need to get out of this building.
Wait, you gonna stand there?
Me?
You guys need to get out of the building.
Yeah.
Gotta get
What
out.
if it falls?
It's gonna blow up.
It's
and,
gonna
yeah,
collapse.
Probably collapse. Yeah.
Or if you
Just
don't
you're not
down him, it's
collapsing
gonna collapse.
just because you're not gonna just because you're not gonna cause an explosion, doesn't mean the building will fall down on you.
This will
I-
definitely bring down the building.
And there's no windows.
So,
And there's no floor.
so that's what I assume that I will be better protected inside this building.
Oh yeah,
than
you
outside
will.
the building.
I'm saying
But
you
it's
won't
just
take the explosion damage.
On
You
the
will take
off chance the roof
collapsing
falls.
damage.
On the off chance that I collapse, are we saying that this building?
I'm saying it.
Maybe,
I'm not.
or
I'm not.
I'm
being-
not-
explosives
Because
are
I'm gonna
chaotic
roll it
things,
and
Danny,
see what
you know.
happens.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I think what Xana would have done is
Stay
get to the
down.
far side
Uh-huh.
of the
And then just duck
building.
under one of the tables. I
And-
threw a bench in there. You guys run in the bench.
Duck and cover.
Well, and you guys are really close to him, right?
Yeah.
Which way you run? That way?
Yeah.
So had he already started the countdown? Of
Basically, since all his turns happen at once,
Once his
during
turn
this
hits, it's
turn,
gonna blow.
yeah.
Okay.
So this is one turn before it blows.
Okay, so we're trying to kill him before that.
Either we kill him or us two need to run this.
So you guys need to run no matter
We're
what.
gonna get.
So that means I'm gonna shoot him.
Yes.
Because because I didn't
Yes,
want to.
that's
That's a
possible.
possibility that he could hit the grenade. Just wondering.
Yeah.
Probably
gonna
hits
blow a
21.
roller? Huh?
21.
21 slams into his
I wanna
You were
not
rolling
aim
hard.
for the
You're
grenade.
not aiming for it. Let's say his shin.
Yes.
His face.
What about his knee?
Find his knee.
Aren't you guys always trained to hit face?
7 damage.
Actually,
Wait, aren't you
center
trained to hit
mass.
the body?
Center mass. Yeah.
7 damage, and I if the trapdoor's not already closed, I close that, and then I run to the other corner.
Okay.
And I'm like, Holder, you stand here, it's safer.
And at this point, Marlo steps forward. What does Marlo do? You're put in a weird situation where if you want to get a sneak attack, you're probably gonna get blown up.
I
What's
Hit him
20
with the
foot radius?
crossbow?
You only have to
Can
be.
you do
I could.
But you probably want to run out of
You can
blast.
dash away, right?
I could.
Bonus
dash,
action.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you could go in, attack.
Go out.
and
It's a
dash away.
classic rogue turn.
You know what? Yeah, I'll run in a little bit within range of 20, 30 feet. Wait,
30? You're good.
30 feet, yeah. And I attack with my crossbow.
Okay, roll a hit.
It's a wait advantage. 18 plus 6 probably hits.
So your arrow lands firmly in his chest in between the grenades. How hard does it hit for?
10 damage.
Sneak attack.
End
What's
him,
the
Yugi,
attack?
end him.
17 damage.
17.
Holy shit.
Jesus
That's a
Christ.
lot.
End him, Yug.
He falls to one knee. What do you guys do now?
I run back.
I do.
Run backwards.
Oh my god.
There you go.
I also want to like kill him so he doesn't get the satisfaction
Yeah.
of like blowing us up. So either we could blow that up before he can.
I mean, if Abe just sets him on fire, he's pretty sure he's gonna blow up.
Yeah.
Right.
I would go last.
So
Or we
it's
could
my
just
turn
kill
now.
him.
Well, you can just ready your action to just produce flames.
That's
then.
true.
Yeah, but then
Yeah, and then you just after we run away, then you'll produce flame and trigger.
Does he look pretty weak though?
yeah,
Oh,
but,
he's
then,
on one
but
knee.
then if this
He
thing
took off his armor.
collapses, they're
Okay.
gonna get affected.
Well, it's a if
It's
and
a
then it's a
50-50.
whole thing.
It's a
I mean, if you can attack him, but it seems
What?
like your only
No,
options
no,
are to
well,
produce flame
no,
and ice knife.
No.
I mean, it's not like
think-
Abe cares about his teammates anyway.
Right? You do you.
And then
You do what feels right.
The AOE splash
Does,
damage.
You like-
does
you
radiant,
like thinking
will
about fire.
radiant damage take exploded grenades?
Probably not.
Yeah, I don't feel like it shouldn't. That's more like
Drink
holy.
some rice.
Rice for what?
I think I make a little dinner.
Oh, like you need rice?
Yeah.
Like
Grains rice.
Oh yeah, I just need to make rice.
rice. Oh, okay. I thought you wanted cooked rice. I was like, I can do
Wait,
rice.
Ladain's back.
She's gonna be back tomorrow night.
Oh, cool.
How much rice do you need?
It's like a cup or two. I'm not gonna use for her.
Oh, that's not sweet. She put
Wait,
back
but
her
are you
rice.
thinking about using moonbeam?
Because you're just working right now.
Expensive.
So you just need to take that off.
Expensive though, yeah.
It doesn't matter. I mean, if I don't get to use spells, I don't get to use spells.
Or you just ready to produce fire to the flame to that. Just being honest here.
But you do you.
I'm gonna go for Moonbeam.
I'm gonna turn into a bear and sit right here.
Wait,
That used to be one of my favorite things. I'm just gonna sit at the door.
Wait, where's that
Is your
from?
attack
Bro,
AoE?
which one used to sit
Is
at the
your
door
attack
all the time?
AoE?
It is, but it's an AOE of 5 foot radius, so it's just him. It's like
Wait.
this sliver.
Wait,
of,
Wait. 5 feet radius means the dot 5,
And us.
5, 5, 5. Well, here
Oh,
I
really?
said it, so now we
five
must
foot,
attack.
the
Wait.
5 foot
Oh, is that
radius
how
would
that
be
works?
this.
Yeah.
Really?
Would be this.
Goddamn.
Wait, really? I always thought it was like this.
No.
That's not right.
Oh, that's true, huh? It's
No,
this.
it's 5.
This
Yeah.
is 5. No,
It's
a
just a
radius is
square.
this. So it would be here.
Wait, really?
Radius would be here, so this is 5 feet. It's this circle. This one right here.
Alright, so according to this, Alan, come here. 5 foot is basically
It's
4
just
squares.
a cube, right?
4
Yes,
squares.
yeah.
Oh, it is
Yeah.
4
Okay.
squares.
Yeah.
Never mind. I totally didn't. realize.
Because
I'm not gonna
from
do
here
that then.
to
Because
Too
I
here-
late,
always
you
thought
already did it.
that.
I want to see what happens.
From here to
Oh,
here would be
yeah.
5
Well,
feet.
but like he would understand his spell,
I
right?
know,
Like,
I just joking. I just thought it'd be
I mean,
hilarious.
if you want me to do it, I'll do it.
Let's
But
go
it's
move
not
it.
Have
gonna.
to carry me.
I'll kill a dude and like kill probably like half the
Carry me.
party, and I have to roll a
I'm
new
at 14
character.
HP and he's at 1.
They'll all die, and I have to roll a new
But
character.
he's more likely to boil over. I can live an explosion.
Are you sure? This is 3 grenades, not
Oh, it's
one.
3 of them.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
That shit.
Alright, so I'm gonna have to get closer to do produce flame.
But yeah, just ready your action, we'll run.
Yeah,
and-
just ready your action.
and
We're
we'll
saying
run.
so 5 feet is 4 squares.
Yeah. So apparently when you pick a point, you basically pick the intersection.
Oh, interesting. Okay,
Alan, if you want to come here and take a look,
that makes
you
sense.
have 2 options. You can either choose the intersection or you can choose like this.
Oh, how does it work?
wait, that doesn't make sense to me because like 4 squares is 10 feet, right? 'Cause
I
this
missed
is
that.
10
Yeah,
feet.
yeah,
You're
missed
picking a
it.
But then-
diamond of 5
Think
foot
of like a
radius.
But
circle. It's a 5 foot.
Oh,
radius.
like this.
The 5 foot radius, because then
Got
if
it.
this is
Okay.
the-
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, I always just thought, oh, 5 foot radius. So it's like I don't know why I thought.
Because then
I
that's,
thought it was
that's a
just
circumference. That's
Right.
just-
yes.
Oh, that's a diameter.
Diameter. Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyways,
so what do you
so
do?
I'm gonna ready action to hit him with a fireball.
Don't you have
Fireball?
a weapon now?
Oh, don't you have a
Produce
radius?
flame.
Yeah. Don't you have something else? I remember you bought.
No.
You didn't buy a bow?
Nope.
He's restrained, right? Can't do.
Yeah, he is
anything.
definitely restrained.
I ain't got no bows
I can't believe that restrained actually.
or crossbows.
Alright,
I
so
ain't with it.
you have a turn?
Yes.
Chet.
You ready
I'm
for this
gonna
one?
run that way.
Okay, he takes a reaction here with his
Well, that's
fist.
what I just asked.
Disengage.
Oh, I can hear you.
Okay. Well, yeah. So if he's restrained, then
He can still hit you.
Okay,
Yeah.
then I disengage.
Okay.
So. 1,
Just
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shoot.
perfect.
Is
I
that-
can shield
And
you.
then I'm gonna dash.
Okay. get
Wait,
out of there.
oh fuck, rogue, never mind.
Wait, is that how that works?
Nice.
You can wait, so you can run in 30 feet and dash out another 60?
No.
It's 30 than
No.
30, right?
30 and 30.
Sorry. Yeah.
He uses bonus action to disengage that.
Yes.
Yeah. So I do.
Okay, that makes so much more sense. I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Eris, what do you decide to do?
What I do? No, no. Well, I mean, I guess I'll disengage. Wait. What would he reaction attack me with?
Fist. I mean,
His
it's not-
fist?
Yeah, honestly, I'm not gonna
Oh,
lie.
hell yeah! I want to hit him in the face. Oh, like, it would take an action to take on my axe, huh?
No.
No?
It only an action to put something away.
So I have to put it with my
Okay.
gun
Yeah, oh,
to
that's
get
an
on my
action.
axe.
Yes.
Damn.
Or you could drop your gun to take
I'm
the
just
axe.
gonna bash him with my shield real quick.
Okay, but I was also saying you could just drop your gun.
Damn, I probably missed.
I was saying you
And
smack
then
that too.
I run.
No,
Take
no,
your
you- wait, you have a.
Oh, I have
you have
10 damage.
Advantage.
Oh,
What'd you get?
11 plus.
That's
Would it be my
nice.
strength?
Yeah.
It's gonna
Well,
be.
Are you
So it's a
proficient in it?
13
You don't
plus.
have unless you're shield master.
No, then I'm not.
Then no. I think it
So just my
your strength.
strength.
Yeah.
So that'd be 14 plus 2 is 16.
No. Whiffs.
Alright, then I leave. Get your reaction.
Damn.
That's cool.
Shitty ass
You
roll. I
could
got
have
1 out of
rolled
4.
that earlier.
Got 1 out of 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, and you want to go and roll to produce flame? Is that what you said you're ready for? Because by the way, when you're ready, you have to give like ready for what? Like.
No. Once they leave, I'm gonna.
Oh, okay, then yes, go ahead and roll for it.
Okay, that's 18.
Okay, roller's advantage, and plus you add escalation die. I'm guessing. You
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Okay.
Until 20.
So your fire basically turns him into a chunky, bloody salsa, and everything else around him.
What happens to his
A large, huh? Oh, it's bone dust now, man. I'm putting it out there. You put something with enough explosives next to it, it's gone.
I know. I just
So,
want to know just in
at this
case.
Alright, the whole front of the house is blown wide open. Okay, and I'm gonna say you can make a dexterity save. I'm gonna make a save for the NPCs to see what happens.
Okay.
And since it's Snips, I don't know who he's with. Is he attached to your chest or something?
He's with Zana.
Okay, let's say he's on your back.
Oh no.
No.
Hey man, we gotta get out.
No.
This is weird talking to you, Crab.
He takes his claws and snips onto your shirt. It's like, go man.
Oh, 21.
Ooh.
So 3 grenades. Oh shit. That's,
What's the range of those things?
hold on.
20-foot radius.
6. Let's see, that'd be 18 d8s.
It's kind of just out.
Alright, so at this point, 82 damage happens. Not to you. It wouldn't have happened to anyone caught in the explosion. I just want to let you guys know what happened. So at this point, the house collapses, okay?
82.
And you
But
were
it's
you
like
able
that.
to do, although some of the debris hits you on the way out, you're effectively able to get it. You like take 2d6s with the fall damage. Unfortunately, the NPCs you saved were not as quick or dexterous as you. Would you roll for a dex save again?
21.
Oh yeah, you're fine. And what happens? They get crushed underneath the falling rocks of the building as it collapses.
So I'll put the girl under the in that metal.
Oh, you
floorboard.
can dig her out. That might take a few hours.
Oh.
She's good as dead.
It's probably suffocating him. Hi, would she be suffocating right
I
now?
think she would, wouldn't she? And people suffocate in buildings all the time.
Wait.
I don't
You
think
can
so.
also find people on the ground.
No, but she
wouldn't
was
be.
locked in there and she was
Yeah, she was
fine.
locked in there. She was
Fine,
fine.
so.
Okay, but I'm saying, how long do you guys want to spend here?
Oh, yeah, I didn't really consider that was like a whole.
Because
thing
there is a
going on. I thought this was like
several
a shack.
massive explosions that have happened
It's
here.
like a imagine a log cabin with the roof
So
collapsing.
is that
That's
what
kind
we're
of a big
saying?
deal.
Yeah,
Because you said it was like a thatch.
Yeah, but
I thought it
that's
was like
usually
little, like
no.
nothing.
Thatch is usually held up by like a lot of lumber.
Okay, that's fine.
Thatch is just supposed to keep out like.
And 2d6, yeah.
For you, you're probably fine.
Okay.
These guys are dead, especially Holden. He's dead.
Okay.
He's
Holden's
dead.
gotta be
Yeah,
dead.
he's dead.
Sorry, we didn't get to use him. We might as well. He blew up anyways.
And I don't know what you're gonna do with that girl. You're gonna come back and save her later, but she's now trapped beneath the floorboards.
Yeah, I mean, I do want to get her out.
But
which
there
why
is a
I'll be
remember
there.
time here, okay?
Right, but
Can we
the
can
whole
still
point
attempt
we
it.
we're here for is to
well,
get people.
keep in
right?
mind they did give you a hint of where others may be.
Yeah, they're looking for it.
So you did receive some more information. You did get some hints on where some other men
Okay.
have fled to.
Well, so in the time being, if you guys are looting, I'm pulling stuff out to
I'll
to
help.
this
Let's
girl.
say it would take you at least a solid half hour.
Down.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm not gonna
Okay.
take it out.
Huh?
I'm down.
Half hour. Remember, there are these 3 bikes here still, but the bodies have basically turned into a paste.
All right, let's get these bikes. That's what we came
Wait,
here
wait,
for.
Whoa, where's the magic?
Oh.
Oh, I'll could you detect magic? I'll take care of this.
I was really hoping I'd catch someone with that.
Not me, but the party.
Okay, I need to help you with that because I'm the strongest one.
Okay,
I'm
you
gonna
take care of this. I'll go
use-
identify.
Healing potion.
Actually, you're right. This is probably more important, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go deal with
As
it.
this happens, you see several birds being attracted to the blood on the thing. Okay?
Like
You don't
actual
really.
birds?
Actual
Actual
He
birds
is
or
burned
magical
mad
birds?
at.
I jump on a roof and just scout.
I use detect magic.
All you see are. What are they called? Not birds of prey. Scavenger birds? Buzzards?
Vulture?
Vultures,
Vultures?
yes.
So these vultures are normal vultures.
They haven't found it anyway. It's just kind of like buzzing around. They're not going to land until you guys are gone.
And then
Also, I can either confirm or deny that.
what about magic here?
You definitely. Oh,
Just
you use
the
detect
room.
magic?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, definitely detect magic on those things and wherever. Yeah.
How high are the birds flying?
On the broom bikes. Let's say 20 feet, 30
So
feet.
do I detect magic from the birds?
This is a tough question for me.
It's a familiar, then I detect magic.
Then if it's only a familiar, no.
Okay, then that's fine.
Give me a second to Google something.
Oh man, these birds are more
They're not just
interesting.
birds.
Do endangered animals.
Endangered animals sure can detect magic.
Alright. So So basically, the birds glow as soon as you cast detect magic.
There's something strange about these birds, guys.
Also, they see you detect magic and they fly straight up in the air.
How many?
Three.
Three.
Can you shoot them?
Could you shoot
I
that?
could shoot one.
I-
Probably.
How far is it? How far are they away?
Well, they were at 20 feet. As soon as they started seeing him casting magic, they're starting to fly up about 30 feet up in the air.
I can.
I can
I'll
also
shoot.
shoot
I'll
them.
shoot.
Well, I'll take a shot. There's 3 birds, 3 arrow
Yeah.
shooters.
3 shots.
3 kills.
Hey, if they're 30 feet, I can hit him with a fireball.
Oh.
Ow.
You want to do that? They're all pretty clustered.
Produce flame.
Yeah, produce flame.
Wait, fireball or produce flame?
Produce flame.
Okay.
I imagine I'm throwing a little
Big
fireball.
difference. Big difference.
I'm gonna keep saying fireball until
I got a nat 20.
You're not getting fireball.
I-
Don't get
I-
fireball.
Roll the hit.
I rolled a 9.
well,
Okay,
that's 6
your
on
arrow
the sheet.
misses. Wow.
Let's
Well,
see,
they'll
this
have 3
is-
HP.
Oh, see.
So the buzzard falls flat to the ground and turns into a corpse.
18.
Hold on. So let me. So basically, as you hit it, the bird dies and turns into some kind of orc figure and it falls to the ground. The figure
Let's clear these
30
guys
feet.
out.
falls flat and takes, what was it 60
They, they were 30 feet up.
Yeah.
So,
Falls flat on his face. This orcish figure.
okay.
Okay, there's one. What do you guys do?
I hit one for 17.
Okay, so you also slam your arrow into another buzzard figure.
So I'll probably hit the other one too. 18.
Okay, so you hit all 3 of them.
Nice.
Good job, team.
And
So
they're just
it doesn't matter what you roll, as long as you do more than 3 damage. So the buzzards change to humanoids
Wait, why
and fall
are they
flat on the
corpses?
ground. They're not corpses. They just
They're not dead though, guys.
So I just moved the other guys so I don't have to read them. So basically, what happens is as soon as you shoot them, they turn into like humanoid figures that on the ground. They're still unconscious, and we're gonna continue with our rolls.
They're unconscious, you said?
They're not unconscious.
No.
They just
Okay.
because unlike the time before where fucking Zook shot
Oh,
600.
Got it.
Okay, and Zana, what you decide to do?
Because when a
Oh.
druid falls down or gets killed out of his animal form, he
Takes any excess damage goes to his regular
Yeah.
HP. And then
yes.
There's 3.
Yeah.
it's 30 of them.
I'm gonna cast Bane on all 3. So
Okay.
that is a save of some sort from you. They all need to do a
Wisdom save.
Charisma.
Now it's
Wisdom
time
save.
for me to shoot.
Damn, you rarely have to roll charisma saves.
Orcs not very charismatic.
It's the same
No.
So-
initiative order.
Yeah. Just keep it simple. Damn. What's your thing?
14.
Okay. Well, they all fail, so there's that.
Nice. So 1d4 when you attack, or against saves too.
Oh, fuck then.
Okay, so minus 1d4.
Minus.
Okay, and
I'll roll for you.
Marlo steps ahead. What does Marlo do?
I run up to the close. 5, 10, 15. I run up to the closest one and I attack. With my poison dagger. And do I have advantage because they're
Yes.
17, 23 to hit? Hold on. I need damage.
Dash out, Marlon.
Sneak attack?
Yep.
It's my poison dagger, so sneak. D4,
What are you
D6.
trying to do?
Trying to think if I should hit or heal.
9, 10,
Heal.
15?
Heal now so you
15?
can hit
15
later.
damage.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
I'm
so-
gonna heal.
At this point,
the prone,
the one
so
you
this
is
hit,
the only time
taking
you
that
can
fall
sneak
damage,
attack.
he dies. Can you
Okay,
handle that?
and I
But that's
disengage bonus
So
action.
do you get
I'm
disadvantage
running back.
because you're ranged?
Wait, 5,
And
10,
Abe,
15,
what do you
20.
decide to do?
I'm
No,
not
because I
going.
have advantage. so
I'm gonna
it's
hit him
not-
Oh, can you move that guy because he's dead?
Sure. I run back to here, so.
Alright, so I'm gonna hit him with Moonbeam
Oh, nice.
right here.
Go ahead.
So you just see they make a con save with disadvantage and a bane.
Oh wait, did John just message us? He says,
Go beyond the he's in
oh.
Against 14.
Okay, so one passes and one
With
fails.
disadvantage
Oh, fuck. Well,
and a bane.
oh.
Here, I'll roll
Oh,
for you.
baby!
You're forgetting that. I just saw you roll. I was like, wait a minute.
-2 to your rolls.
So who passed is the thing.
I think they both failed.
Yeah, they fail.
Nice.
So how much did it take?
They did.
Is that a reroll?
No.
Okay. Alright, so they take 9 damage each.
Okay. Although heavily injured and slightly burning now, Oh, this is radiant damage. My bad.
Yeah.
Jet, what do you do?
I'm a heal.
Oh wait, I'm gonna back up. Also.
Rolling
Six
some
here.
shit. Okay, I'm done.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, so. Wow, nice healing. Eris, what do you do?
Where are they? They're in the sky? No.
They're prone.
These two.
Yeah.
I can't reach that. I'll heal too.
Back up
I'll
or
heal
they're gonna
with
explode
advantage.
again.
Advantage and 1 healing potion. 5, 7, 11, 15. 15 health, baby.
Hey, Alan, is your restraining thing still there?
No,
What?
I'm not on the.
What heals for 15 health? Potion?
1 bandage and 1 healing potion.
I'll use both.
Yes.
Nice. Alright, so at this point, several things happen. One of these guys uses action to turn to a
And I'll
small
level up as well.
to a small spider.
You can't do that.
Why?
Moonbeam.
Oh no, you ruined
Yeah.
everything.
It's so OP.
I had a plan for this one too. I was like, alright, put together, here's my plan. I was gonna turn to a spider and have the other guy catapult him all the way 90 feet across the map.
Did he survive
Can't
the
do
fall?
shit.
Shit, I didn't think about that either.
Well,
He just slapped him. Just let him do it. He just died.
Is it?
yeah. Well, he has less HP.
Oh, fuck.
He would die regardless.
Okay,
Can
maybe
you turn
that's
back into a good?
Oh yeah, he would, but
No, but
he'd still take a lot of damage.
Does the damage carry over?
Yeah, it rolls over. Damage rolls over.
rolls over.
Okay, you know, maybe that's a bad idea,
How does that
but
proportionate if he was a spider though?
there is a better idea. So, several things are gonna happen. One of them.
Can't let anyone escape.
No, we've been doing pretty good with that so far.
Yeah.
We killed all the scouts.
We did.
We have, right?
But something different is going to happen. So, one guy uses his thing stand up. Can you move one closer to me, please? And he starts casting a spell. But unlike
Are
his-
they prone right now?
Yeah, but he's going to use his action to move, like stand up.
And that's half speed, right?
Yeah. But he's not going to move so far. So he uses action stand up. Instead, he starts casting a spell. Now, his spell, unlike yours, does something different. As he does this, you can feel the earth around him sort of draining. So everyone around him, let's say, yeah, this is bougie shit. Everyone around him,
Is it 20? If no one's within 20 feet of it, only one person's
125
within 20 feet.
feet.
125?
Yeah. You guys are going to take a D10 of damage as he defiles the ground around him.
That's
That's everyone.
a D10. You have to roll it.
Lame.
But that's not what he's going to do. It's just him using a defiling magic. So,
Hold on. Before you do that, I just have a question. It says, so for Moonbeam, it says when a creature enters the spell area for the first time, so for the first time on a turn, so like let's say I cast it, so that counts.
it takes 2d10.
Yeah. Or starts its turn there.
Yes,
Yes.
this one did.
Does it when its turn starts? Does it also take another
Yes.
2d10?
Okay.
That's the damage at
Yeah.
the start of the turn. This way, if it kills him, he doesn't have a turn to use.
Can you just roll for me?
2d10.
Yeah.
You want me to roll it or do you want to roll it?
It's you
Take the same damage.
you take a con save again.
Oh.
So you roll again with disadvantage.
Well, fucking fail it.
Yeah.
And I take. Where's that one go? Oh.
You have a
10
dice
damage.
tray. Use your dice tray.
It's all the way over there.
It's literally right
So
Anyway.
they failed, right?
Takes 10 damage, yeah.
Wait, no.
Oh.
I roll the d10.
Oh, he
So-
rolled a
So
D10.
8
What does Bane do again?
Minus
-2 to the saves.
-2. Well, no. This
whatever
is,
he rolls.
Minus his charisma modifier.
No. It's -1d4 to any of your attacks or
Oh.
against any saves.
Against my attack rolls or attacks?
I guess attack rolls.
Okay.
And like spell attack rolls
And
would also
saves?
count. Yeah. So
That's
if you're
so
trying to
good.
save, then
So they both take
Jesus.
a d8.
We are just
I mean,
debuffers
8 damage
now.
each when they start.
Where's Eris? Oh, there he is. Alright, so.
They're still alive?
Yeah. He's basically on one knee, but this is his final thing. Literally, if you sneeze on him, he might die at the moment.
yeah.
So he defiles the land. Everyone take a d10 with the damage. There's no
All
save on this.
individual damage?
Yes.
Okay,
So
no
basically, imagine for a second that all the ground around him is dying. Like he saps the energy from the earth.
shit.
Does the girl die?
Huh?
I'm guessing. Oh,
The other guy's gonna die actually.
Little money.
presumably the girl.
You asked for big money.
And the girl has at least 10 HP, so I'm gonna roll for her see if she dies.
Okay.
No.
That's
Nice.
fine. That's worth it. That would make me feel okay about her dying.
That would make more sense.
Wait, is she injured from the house falling on top?
Okay, the girl does not die,
Okay.
luckily. So what happens is even this
I
orc
don't know.
dies. This orc fails in. Okay?
Oh shit.
And what he does is he casts a souped up moonbeam right between Chet and Abe. Right? That allows to hit both of you guys. So basically what happened is, remember, defiling his act is drawing the life force from the ground.
Oh, so that's why the moonbeam's larger.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt. Could I cover your fire?
I think it's only on attacks. This is a spell.
Spell attack.
It's not even a spell attack. It's a save.
Okay.
Good
So-
argument. That was a good argument.
So
You hit me with my own medicine, and
That was a good- that was a
now
good
it's
back
with
and forth.
disadvantage.
You two are
It's
going to
fucked.
make con saves with disadvantage, okay, because of the defilement. No, with disadvantage,
I'm done.
I got a 15.
Fucking done.
no,
all of us?
you're fine.
Oh, I'm fine.
It's only in that between Chet and Abe.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I failed.
You fail?
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys are going to take,
Well,
let's see,
that's only if I fail, right?
damage.
you can take
You're
4d10
still
minus,
taking
divide in half. Do you have evasion yet? You don't.
Damn it.
You're going to take 4d10 full of it. So I'm just going to roll once to make it easy
Oh, yeah,
for you guys.
evasion's so good.
You don't have evasion? I love evasion.
Evasion's so
so
good.
OP.
Yeah.
Alright, so
You good over there, Zona?
who failed?
He did.
You take 26 damage burned away.
Oh, shit.
Radiant damage. Are you unconscious?
Wait, let's see,
No,
let's
you
see.
have to be
No. I think
I'll
I
take
might
13,
have
right?
barely been
Okay, I'm
unconscious.
unconscious.
Wait.
I
26
just healed.
damage, you said?
26.
26.
Just healed, man.
20.
Better than dead,
15.
Oh my
Use the
god,
bandage
2
to
HP
heal
left.
No, I just used that. I didn't know I could
You're
use
still
the
up
bandage.
now.
The
still
bandage
up.
is your action of, and then your
So-
healing potion's a bonus.
He's still up, unfortunately, but he will die in a sneeze. So if Zana wants to put him down, remember, this is like committing an act against God, the act of defilement. This
Yeah.
land will be unfarmable
It's
or
probably-
unlivable.
It's probably the first time I've seen this. I'm like kind of blown
Yeah.
away.
Because we've been hearing of it, but we don't
And
really
this
know what it is.
Remember, this is a fairly low level defilement because he casts
Yeah.
Moonbeam. What is that, level 2 spell? That's not actually that strong. If you did it on a strong spell like Meteor, the whole region could be wiped out.
So it's-
Anyway, so Zana, would you like the pleasure of putting a act of God to death?
Wait, this is from your moonbeam or
Yes.
his moonbeam?
His.
I
Against
I'm just
the-
looking to
Act
see
against
what
God, sorry.
defilement does. He's actually wrote it down.
Yeah.
3, 4.
I pull out my gat. 'Cause I have a gat now.
Is that what you're
I
gonna
am
do?
a
My
gat.
dragoon. I'm like,
A dragon requires you to be really pretty close, by the way.
I get closer. I get point blank.
Okay.
Like,
Wait, you have to be not within 5 feet.
Oh, then not.
There
He
you
gets
go.
as close as he
As close-
possibly can to
Okay,
take
yeah,
the
alright,
shot.
go.
to be as cool as I can, and then
Do you also tilt your hand to the side?
of course, dude.
Oh,
That's,
there
that's,
you
that's
go.
how you use it. Right? Tilt my hands to the side. And I'm like,
And it whiffs.
you know, you're a monster and you need to die. So I will roll that attack. It's a 17.
Are there people
Okay,
here?
Today here.
Oh.
Today and Andy.
so the buckshot from the dragon rips into his skull and hits for.
8 damage.
Oh.
It's the first time I
Wait,
used
add
that.
your dex modifier.
Yes, I did.
Oh.
Really?
Yes. 1d10 plus 3.
That fucking sucks. Oh, the benefit is scattered. Oh well. And he falls to the ground with a buckshot embedded in his head. And he passes when he dies. So.
Thanks for doing that.
Shards of
Wow.
his skull land 10 feet behind him. The sky above you,
Wow.
what was
That's the first time
normally
I've used a gun.
the sky above you,
It's interesting, isn't it?
which is normally a little gray,
Mhm.
has turned a slight tinge of red as someone before you has committed an act against Hestia herself. So at this point, what do you guys decide to do? Remember, this is like it's pretty
Right.
obvious that defilement has happened.
That happened here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna see. So Abe's gonna be upset because he's a druid.
So you're gonna say what?
And he's also
Can
gonna
I-
try to learn how to do that.
Can I fill an empty bottle, healing potion bottle with the dirt,
Blood? With dirt? Yes.
with the final dirt?
Yes. There's dirt everywhere.
I hastily trying to like pull stuff off the building. And
Oh yeah, I'll help in that too.
Make athletics checks, guys.
Can somebody help me up?
Oh.
I stim pack. I
Alright,
stim
so
pack.
although you're still having trouble
Very
lifting all
high.
this stuff, like there's a lot of stuff
Yes.
on here, you definitely sped it up. If you're willing to wait 10 more minutes, you can go ahead and lift it off.
And I got a 19 too, if not knowing.
Same deal. So at this point, what are the rest of you doing?
I'm stim packing.
Huh? You're stim packing him?
Can you get a pencil?
I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
What the Benny?
Actually, Andrew, so I want to make my servant remove stuff while I go to the bikes.
Okay.
And I'm gonna spend those 10 minutes to cast identify to see if I can learn
That's
a little
right.
bit
You
more
picked up identify.
about that.
So you find glyphs on them?
Mhm.
Spell glyph? You
Spell
guys know-
glyphs?
You guys know what that is?
It's like spell traps where you touch it and
Basically,
then it
but
explodes.
they're situational in the sense that you can set a requirement for causing it to explode.
Isn't it when the owner is not on it on these?
Well, it depends on what situation they use. Because I imagine in a ragtag band of slavers, they may have to occasionally actually switch bikes.
that's
and
true. So it's
not
the
have to
homies.
do that. Yeah.
It's on the handlebars, or we don't know.
So
You don't- with your tech magic,
so,
what's up?
so with identify, I learned its properties, how to use it, whether it requires attunement, and how many charges it has,
Okay, so
and
With-
what spell it is.
with this so far, you understand the locking mechanism takes place in the seat and in the handlebars, and basically requires you to have two gloves, which unlocks the spell.
And the other guys are like getting that.
Oh yeah, they're behind us, and that druid you knocked out, he doesn't have.
Carmen's fine.
It doesn't have the.
Yeah, he's not right here.
So could I so seeing that I tell him it's in the handlebars and the seat. Could I does the bike roll?
The bike does not roll.
Okay, it's like just stuck in place. Okay. I'm like shit.
Fine.
Looks like we can't do this.
Cut it off.
Yeah.
Rattle when you're over 80.
Tasha's floating disc.
You
It's a
can
wizard spell.
scrap it
I would drive
What?
it now if I still do.
if you guys have anything to scrap it with, or you could, you know what I'm saying? Because scrap metal is still worth something.
Well, I can't really think of what to do with it right now. Anyways, so that was my 10 minutes. I spent 10 minutes doing that to learn more about it. And while my servant is digging out the girl.
Abe's just got like that Pikachu meme, you know?
So what do you guys?
Because
Yeah.
the defilement is like, this is bad.
Yeah.
And remember, this is a low level defilement. Like when
So
you guys.
he casted a 3rd level moonbeam and then got boosted to 4th.
Yeah.
Shit.
So keep in mind that as you go further, like further south, the lands beneath that have been even more defiled. Like talking miles worth here. So keep that in mind. Anyway,
It's the last model.
at this point, what do the rest of you guys do? You need to make a plan here. Oh,
Yeah, but and then there's the dent on
Yeah, what do the rest of you guys
right
do?
side.
He doesn't care about the dam.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He only care if it's
I'm
dry,
gonna-
dry and good.
Guys, we're on this
Are we digging out the girl?
Yeah, I guess so.
Alright, I help.
Guess we'll all help and do that.
So if you guys want to loot while because Eris is already doing it,
Oh,
and
yeah.
my servant's digging
Okay.
stuff out.
Okay.
At
Alright,
this
let's,
point-
let's just loot the
you hear
the dead
a
druid.
small flapping and a bird-like figure approaching you from maybe 400 feet away.
This is not the bird.
We gotta go, guys.
What do you guys do?
We gotta leave before we fight the
How's,
boss.
get this
how's the
girl?
state of the girl?
Hmm?
Is she out yet?
Let's say you get her out and now she's unconscious because it's been a very.
Okay.
Leave her
busy-
unconscious, I'll carry
We
her.
gotta, we gotta go.
In my 10 minutes, can I be looting?
Sure.
16 perception.
Well, the way they died didn't really leave much for you to loot. You do find some scraps, which may be worth like what, 200 CP?
I'll take it.
Nice.
Like several band-aids worth.
How big are these? Are these
Are these, let's say, about 5 feet across?
5 feet across?
Yeah.
So should
Can
we
I carry
destroy
that
the
on my
bikes
back?
before we leave? We can't take them with
How
us.
much can you carry?
Oh, that's a good point.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
What's your strength score?
16.
Throw a
16
grenade,
times
let's
15.
go.
16 times 15.
16
Yeah.
times 15?
Yeah.
Is it?
That would have
30
to-
times
Do we know if it's
8,
like gasoline
240.
powered?
Let's say you can carry.
Oh yeah, how's it
Oh,
powered?
can I
We
carry
should
that
learn
on my
more
back?
about it.
Yeah.
Yes!
We probably can't end it.
Yeah.
We should have Cantor look at it when we do have time.
Well, we should
The
destroy
bird
the
figure
bikes.
approaches even closer. It's now
Let's
within
destroy the bikes and
300
go.
feet.
Right. So in the 10 minutes that occurred, I looked at the bikes. Eris pulled out the girl. You're looting and you're trying to blow up the bikes.
Oh, you're gonna blow it up?
Yeah, I guess I'll try to blow them up.
Okay, well, how are you gonna do that?
Fire, I guess.
I mean,
I too am gonna try to blow up the house.
That's that.
From a respectable distance.
so I'm gonna assume you keep casting produce
Why are we
flame
trying
on
to
it.
blow up the bike?
Yeah.
Okay,
Because we can't take it, and so we don't want them to have it.
and the bicycles explode. Okay, in a big ball of fire.
Is there a mushroom cloud?
Yeah.
mini.
So say, so A, did by blowing it up, did you like figure out the best way to like shoot your produce flame to do
Oh
this
yeah,
again?
I guess I should learn about.
Oh, so you're
maybe,
testing? You
maybe a
understand
weak
that
spot,
the engine
yeah.
is right in the center, and if you're willing to take a -10 to hit, you may be able to hit that tiny little thing.
and that would be
More
that would
devastating.
disable it.
It
Critical,
would
that would be
it
critical
probably
damage.
explode it, yeah. If
Okay.
you hit it with a thunder arrow or a thunder lance, it'd probably put the whole thing to shame.
Okay.
You guys get thunder arrows? You guys never decided what they're gonna buy.
Yeah, we gotta
Anyway,
find
that bird figure is now 100, like within
Alright, let's go.
150
Okay,
feet.
and then
Let's
we're out of here within that time frame.
Let me erase
Okay,
this.
so where are you guys going?
Back to the camp.
The monastery?
Yeah.
Okay, as you guys
Fucked up.
as you guys go, the bird continues following you.
Following us.
Yeah.
Take
Is
it
it
out.
a regular
Jazook,
bird?
where are you?
Well, you can't see it, it's pretty far. I mean, actually, it's within range for you guys to hit, though.
How high is it?
About 30 feet up.
Does it look like
No, let's say it's 100 feet away. Yeah.
Does it look like the birds from before, or is it a different
You can't
kind
tell
of bird?
this range. It's pretty far. Like, I can't see anything within 100 feet. Thoughts?
I could shoot
It's
150
100
feet.
Oh, yeah. It's within like 150 feet. You want to go ahead and try to shoot it?
Just said 100.
Wait.
I'm kind of worried because you're so nonchalant about this, but I would shoot it. Xana
I
would shoot
got
it
it.
because it's like, oh, we know
You're
what this
killing
means.
all the birds.
Yeah,
now.
might as well take the shot, right?
Yeah. Can you help me out, Eris?
With what? Sure. I can try.
Just with advantage.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh, both are ass.
Okay.
12.
I'm gonna take a shot.
You feel man?
Does 12 hit?
So your arrow slams into the figure and
Oh.
there's a little pop. Before you know it, another little pop happens closer to you, and a large screaming fills the area. What the fuck? You told me to come to you! You hated me.
Oh, that's actually hella
sorry.
funny. That's
Ah!
so fucking funny.
He lets out a
That's
large
great.
groan. It's like, ah! Right in the shoulder blade. This is my best shoulder.
It's just practicing.
Hey boss, which one of these fuckheads did it? I'm gonna shit in their shoes.
It was this guy right here.
I did it.
There's no reason not to.
I'm gonna shit in your shoes later.
I mean, that was a good shot though. You're
Yeah,
high
that's
up there,
great.
right?
Hit me in that fucking shoulder.
I threw the
hey,
ball on him. It's
urgent,
okay, it's okay.
Hey, wait, urgent news.
Yes.
Hey, you know those two little dickheads you guys sent out?
Yes.
Yeah, they got hit on the way back, and so basically they killed your A5. They sent the two big ones with them, and they took your two guys somewhere. I couldn't follow them anymore. They went too fast.
Wait,
Nice.
they took cost.
By case and no plot armor.
Goodbye.
15,000.
15,000, dude.
They took your guys somewhere. I couldn't follow them too closely. They were too fast on the bikes.
You know the direction though,
On the
right?
bikes.
Yeah, they would seem to have went south.
Okay. We're going south, right?
To eventually, because as a reminder, you know there is a main base for these guys, but this is like your first conflict with them. So far,
Sounds
tactically.
like a hoot up there.
they ain't fine.
Huh?
I don't think they're playing.
Just
I don't think they're playing anything.
Alright,
They're Vietnamese.
You guys know that most of these guys are rather lightweight in terms of the defensive department, but they do hit like a
Truck.
like a truck.
Oh,
Okay.
in this case, a motorcycle.
They're all druids.
No, I assume they're all druids. Some of them are straight up just like brawlers, man.
As far as we know, we're
As
assuming
far
that they're,
we
like-
assume there's a healthy mix of druids.
Yes.
Kill all birds.
Yeah. So, you guys going back to camp now?
Yes.
Wasn't there? Which direction did they say where other people we might rescue is?
South.
South,
Yeah.
but
You can go immediately south if you want.
We're in no shape to do that.
But there's also no time, I guess, to rest and do that.
I feel like that would
You get attempt to do so. You don't know what's
There's
gonna happen
always
either.
a try. We can
How,
always
how are you guys doing?
Not good.
I am at 16.
Did you have a level of exhaustion?
That too.
Stimpack.
Stimpack.
Never mind.
Ah, but
How many step packs do we have? Shit, dude.
But no, he
We
gets
bought a
exhaustion
shit ton.
from rolling a nat 20. That's his exhaustion. The second one, he's stemmed. He's fine.
Okay.
So you would have had two.
Yeah.
So I guess best thing is we get our spell slots back.
Yeah.
So I have 2 level 1 spell slots left. That's it.
I'm at one level.
I have one spell slot left.
I have no spell slots.
Yeah, we just figured you don't have any.
Yeah, I don't have any spell slots.
He is technically correct.
The best kind of correct. You know Futurama fans?
Barbarian is out of cantrips.
So, what do you guys decide to do?
So I don't need to rest, but
Yeah, I'm good too.
I don't mind having one spell slot. It's not that
Yeah,
bad.
same here.
I have 5 total spells. First level spell slots. No, I'm more than that. Have 7.
Well, if you don't want my help, then you can feel free to take on the Primo Bike Horde.
Well, we're not going to the horde, right? This is just to.
No, you guys are just going a little bit far south to see into the hills where
To see if there's any
where Holder says that they ran off to.
That's weather, man.
Like right now, it's not snowing. It's still really cold out. Okay? It has not started melting yet.
Can we
And
see the sun?
a little bit, but it's still kind of foggy.
Skip this forecasting. What's Druidcraft? Tell me.
Druidcraft is telling you that in the next, you could guess, in the next 24 hours, it will not snow. There'll be a slight melt, and as a reminder, as you guys know from you living in this world, after a big snow like this, when all the snow melts, no, there's something called the red bloom that happens, where all the primary flora and fauna grow excessively big and start killing everything.
Oh,
So,
nice.
Okay.
so traveling in the
That's kinda
wilderness during that time is not advisable.
That's kind of dope, actually.
Yeah, I wouldn't like. So this is like, this is what happens when a bunch of water comes, like in the real desert. Same thing.
Could you, Abe, for like short rest, do you regain anything? Is
Oh
something
yeah,
going
I
on?
do, huh?
Do you?
I do.
We could
To
take a
regain
quick break. real quick.
wild shape.
I forget.
Is it wild shape?
I could. Let's see.
I'm not sure how many spell slots you get though.
He doesn't get it.
Any.
No,
The only person that gets-
I do recover spells. I do.
Oh, maybe because circle.
Maybe.
Because I'm circled
That's
druid.
true.
I don't want to.
That would make sense. So maybe we take a short break, get some hot food, talk to this
Owl?
Well, the girl, and also
Oh.
I guess the owl too.
Okay. So what do you guys decide to do?
Yeah, well, tell us everything you saw.
All right. So here I am, flapping my wings out, doing whatever, you know, owl shit.
As you do.
So suddenly we hear a vroom vroom, and the A5 start getting a little spooked.
Damn, they killed all the A5?
Well, you only sent them with two. Oh wait, you did send all of them to carry the
Yes,
supplies.
we did.
Oh no!
You bastard.
So, this it seems
We're
like
gonna slaughter
Because I
them
remember
all.
going, we'll just send them with 2. There's a lot of stuff, you have to bring them all.
Not only the men, but the women and the children too.
so you send. So basically, Al tells you, yeah, these 12 guys riding these big mechanical things slam into the A5 with these lances. A bunch of explosions happen. In the smoke, I see them net both of your boys and start dragging behind them. Before you know it, they're gone.
And you didn't do anything, Owl?
Yeah.
He
Dare
couldn't
you.
do anything.
I desummon. How dare you?
He probably still has more to tell us.
Remember, I don't remember. Cantor has a pretty important job at your place. Like he's in charge of making,
No.
running the mechanist.
Alright.
We literally have to
workshop.
save him.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he's alive still.
And horse dead.
Yeah, so fuck your plot armor, guys.
Are you trying to?
Anyway, Stasis is now.
Anyone is killable.
She's blinking, obviously worried. What are you gonna say to her?
Stace, we got you out of there. These women here will take care of you.
Wait, you guys went back to the thing? I just want to clarify.
That's why we're doing a short rest.
Yeah, but it's still like a significant walk.
Oh,
At least
okay.
an hour.
Okay.
Pretty far
Well,
away.
if we're not there, then we have a place for you to stay at. I know the past has been a dark and terrible
She
place.
looks off in the distance in complete shock. Just
I understand. I had the same issues too. Don't be so selfish.
fuck.
Well, she's shaking after seeing that defilement. You know, she's not so nice.
She didn't see it.
Yeah,
felt
she
You
All
felt
she knows is that a little bit of her
It
life
hurt,
force was
yeah,
sapped
hurt
away.
her. You know,
Right.
hurt all.
But anyways, the place we will take you, they'll take good care of you.
Shit, that's a large sigh.
And we'll try to rescue as many of your village folk as we can.
Shouldn't we give her the option of walking away, going by herself? Just saying.
Well, yeah. Well, so I mean, I'm sure maybe you rest up there and then you decide what you want to do afterwards, because I'm sure
She
you're a
sighs.
bit
She's
shaken
like,
up.
I don't know what to do.
Okay, now we take her. That's
I'll,
fine.
I'll go wherever you want me to. Just can't stay here anymore.
Okay, that's fine.
Are you strong enough to walk on your own?
Yeah. I mean, I can walk.
Okay.
Be gone, thought.
You can kick her out. I don't care. So you're
No,
gonna-
just go back to the encampment.
Well, Stace,
You can do that too. You can just be like, hey, go that way.
Yeah.
Stace, we're like I said, we're going to try to rescue more villagers. This is a dark question, but was there someone who was not part of your family in the pile you know,
Like someone not part of my family?
yeah. Like, was there someone missing from the crucifixes?
Oh, there's plenty of people missing. It seems like all the young men are gone. Young women folk, I guess. Too.
Okay.
The sun is not very pleased, right? But,
Okay.
so.
All right. Yeah. So for now, just hang tight. Here's a bandage. And yeah.
Yeah.
So short rest. Let me do that real quick. And you guys get extra healing.
Wait, how does the hit dice thing work?
You roll your hit dice.
You can
and heal
use
for
as,
the-
hold on. You can use as many as you want.
And you have up to
Whatever.
your
Your level.
Oh, okay.
+1.
But just keep in mind, you get an extra 1d6 because you're with me.
Oh, nice. Oh, shit.
I think
Every
you
time-
Probably shouldn't have burned
every
through all
time
those
it
bandages.
stands-
As a heads up, how
Hit dice
limited
you get
work is
roll
you
D6?
I
decide
think it's only
once.
during
What's that?
during a short
Basically, you
rest.
decide once and just like you decide how many you want to use and only get to roll once.
Oh, so you have to.
You can't keep rolling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I
25,
actually
and
don't
you
even
get
think
to
you need to
40.
spend a hit dice. Well, I don't know, Andrew.
Huh? For what?
Because my bard skill, like during short rest.
Oh no,
it
you
gets
heal the
a bonus.
D6 no matter what.
No matter what, like
Yeah,
you don't
but
have to use.
We're
hit
talking
dice.
about how many hit dice you used.
Okay.
I use 3.
Now I'll use one.
2. 3.
I used
I'll use 2. 1, 2.
Oh, what is my max actually? Okay.
How does the exhaustion thing work? Am I still exhausted?
You're
You have to take a real rest.
a nice rest.
And back to full.
So what happens with exhaustion?
I burned through a
Your
lot of
first level
bandages,
of
but whatever.
exhaustion
That
gives you disadvantage
But
on
now we're gonna be a
all
long
ability
walk.
checks.
Was
Is
it
that
like
it?
Yep.
10 copper or something?
something
Not
stupid.
safe.
Yeah, something's crazy cheap, right?
What?
How much are bandages again?
Like 15 CP, but
Hella cheap.
That's all cheap.
25 at your other place, 15 at your thing.
It's cheap at home.
Yeah, it's super cheap. Everything's cheaper.
Yeah.
Don't buy those. We have rice at home. You know?
You can make that. Don't worry.
Food at home.
Don't buy those bandages. We got bandages at home.
So anyway, you guys have rested. Now do you guys proceed to go south?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you guys go south, you notice that you are a bit off-road, where the road was a little bit more paved before. Now it's more like dirt. Okay. And although it's dirt, the snow is kind of melting off a bit, and you're gonna find that it is incredibly slushy and difficult for you guys to move around. Now, off in the distance, you do see a single cabin. Okay. You see a single cabin. Alan, you want to draw all the way to the north of that? And like draw
cabin?
a road on it? Yeah, let's say about 5 by 5.
You want a road leading up to a 5x5 cabin?
Yep. I'm so glad, Alan.
For a brief second, I was thinking 5 feet by 5 feet. Dang, that's a small cabin.
Dude, that's a door right there.
It's
and
a
then
barrel.
How big the
Yeah,
road?
it's
3,
like
Huh?
3 feet
large,
wide?
very
3
large
wide?
barrel.
Yeah, plus sounds good.
We had a character in last session who dealt primarily in barrels. Like he could manipulate
yeah.
barrel sizes. What was his name?
That's Duo.
Oh, duo, that's right.
He like kept like prisoners in barrels and then shrunk them. It was a lot of fun.
See, I am a big fan. I was hoping you guys would use them in the final battle. I've got some fun things to do with them.
I mean, there's so many characters to
There are
choose
just
from.
so many characters to choose from.
So,
You literally gave us a sheet of paper with all our NPCs and I expanded.
You what?
It's just, I think I have the sheets of paper.
I probably still have some more too. It's just funny because I was like looking at it and I was like, this is every NPC we ever met. Alright, so now around you'll notice that that this little cabin is nestled between multiple hills. And you can sense that this is where they went because there are multiple footprints going this way. Let's face it, snow is easy as fuck to track. Can we admit that?
yes.
Now, for some reason, this area is generally left alone. Okay, no one's followed them out here. You can't quite figure out why. So, what do you guys decide to do?
I'm gonna do a perception check for any birds in the sky.
Okay.
That would be
18? 16?
18.
You do not see any
Hey,
birds in
plus
the sky.
I have Owl Scout ahead.
Okay, as you see Owl
Yeah,
Scout
18
ahead. Okay. Owl looks around and he says,
This level. Got it.
"Hey,
Get
boss,
that WC up.
there's something you should see behind the cabin."
What is it? Okay, I do that thing where I'm like mentally syncing
Shared
with them.
vision.
Yeah, shared vision.
Okay, what you generally see is a large pile of green-skinned corpses.
That's
Okay,
Awesome.
I hop out of this thing and then I tell the party what I saw. Hey guys, green skin corpses behind the thing.
Slightly smoldering,
Slightly smoldering.
Freshly smoldered?
No, slightly.
Slightly.
Not freshly. Let's say they started yesterday. It's like I can get a fire going on, and they stop.
Well, this looks good. You know.
So what do you guys decide to do?
Can I detect any celestials?
Nope.
Okay.
I swear one day this will
You
come
didn't
in
let
handy.
him finish.
I know, one day it'll happen, it's fine, it's fine.
One day.
But the
When
day
you-
I don't
when you
use
drop
it
a
and
guard,
we
yeah.
get fucked over,
You
that's
decide.
my fault.
Yeah.
That's my fault, okay? That's why I'm gonna do it every time.
So what do you guys decide to do?
Fucking go towards it?
Let's go. Yeah.
Good call. Knock on the door.
Hang on.
Check for traps.
So remember, the area is still fairly snowy. Okay, just keep that in mind.
One thing to note too, as we're walking out, I want my slave, my servant, to like clear off our tracks.
Oh wait,
behind us.
stop moving it. Clear off the tracks behind you?
Mhm.
Okay, yes, keep moving it.
Yeah.
I check for traps on the way there.
Okay, so I want to say make a perception and a survival to see how well you're able to see past this thick ass snow.
Let me
12
know anytime you want me to
perception,
stop
7
moving our
survival.
All right, so unfortunately you're unable to find it. But let's talk formation. Who's in the front?
Garrus will be in the
Hey
front.
guys, there's no traps
I
at
can
all.
confirm that.
Yeah.
0 traps.
I'll be
Awesome.
behind whoever's in
I'm
front.
I will be back.
How much should I
Shielding
Venmo
you.
you for snacks?
I'm so ready for a nice, peaceful break.
How much should I Venmo you for snacks?
We can discuss that.
If we all did $20 a month, that's a shitload for snacks.
That's too much, I feel.
That's a lot
ton
of
of
money
snacks.
for
A month for a month?
20. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
No, 20 per person per month. That's
$120.
That's true.
That's a lot of money.
We can step up our snack game.
I will make a Google sheet.
Sweet.
All right, so is this we're going Eris in front, then Abe, Zana.
Are we content with this? Does anyone want to move? Change the
Got my
formation.
shield feet.
I'm gonna move our
In case we
NPC.
get hit by
just
some
so
Oh,
that
and
one-
where is
Snips.
Snips?
Is this gonna be on my back?
Can he be
Snips
on
your
my
back?
Can he be on
Okay.
my back?
That's right. He's super fascinated by Snips.
Okay,
We still
so
have that banner thing.
yes, ban in the banner.
I only activate it when there's a shit ton of you.
Yeah,
Because then I have to lose my shield for it.
yeah. Or you just put it in the ground.
Can I have
Oh, that's
owl
right.
like out here?
Huh?
Owl, just kind of scouting.
Where's that owl, please?
Okay, so at this moment,
Nice.
due to your terrible perception skills, Eris takes a tumble in what seems to be some kind of spiked pit. Make a dex save.
What?
Oh!
So what happens is, what would normally cause your foot to sink into this spiked pit and get injured, you nimbly dodge backwards and lean against Abe and unable to not fall into it.
And you pull Abe into.
Be careful, guys.
Wait, I swear to God there were no traps.
It's
Maybe
okay.
someone else should
It
look for
happens.
traps.
It happens.
So I would say you guys are about 50 feet
No, I'm
away.
sure there's only
Is that-
just the one.
you say it's 50 feet?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes.
Wow, exactly.
Wow.
I'm so proud of myself. Oh, sorry. Did you go for the high five?
Your passive perception is high.
So, as soon as you guys are within 50 feet, okay, you do see a single little window in a little barrel pop out of it.
Over here?
Yeah.
In a
Is this the
barrel?
Band of Brothers missing?
Oh,
Just crescendo, because I'm watching it
No,
today.
yes, it's the main.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh wow, what a coincidence.
Like,
I started rewatching
I get
it
from this
today.
guy who made all these playlists, so I'm just like using them. Great series though. Great
My
series.
favorite.
So,
I'm like 4th degrees of separation away from that show. I just realized.
What would you mean 4th degrees separation?
Like people that
New
we
Zealand
know
one?
that were
he just wants
involved
to
with
air
the
it out a
show.
little.
Oh, interesting.
No, we just
Like,
found
I
out.
think we're
Like super removed,
think
but
Chad was
there's
good.
like a
Yeah.
legitimate.
Hey,
thing.
so
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty
to
cool.
proceed, shit, what was I gonna say? Oh yes, to proceed, a single barrel pops out, okay? And you hear a single cry warning, be like, friend or foe, whatever you do, you don't move, sirs.
I send Owl up to the barrel and
Jet?
Oh,
What
damn.
kind of stupid thing is that? I'm just putting it out there. Alright,
He
first,
said,
it's
don't move.
It's already been established that these guys are these birds, you know, so they're probably not going to be very favorable birds. Secondly, a little rifle shot slams into it. Owl. He lets a very angry and passes out. I said, don't you move, because right now you're about several inches away from several dozen pounds of heavy ordnance.
we're not moving. We are not moving.
Are you a greenskin?
That depends, sir. We know some of them greenskin guys have slaves underneath them that set traps and whatnot. I'm gonna ask you to go on your way.
I think we might be looking for, are you from that village down that way?
I don't feel like answering questions.
We
by
show
data
face.
points.
Look, we just killed a bunch of people, and here's the girl we rescued. What's the guy? Holder told us that we could find you here.
Quite frankly, I haven't been to that village in at least 10 years, so I don't know who that little lady is.
Okay.
Anyone else could vouch for her. Here, we're not gonna move.
Alright, I'm gonna let you know what happened, okay? I live here by myself. A bunch of men came this way. I sent them on their way up north from here towards safety, and I'm gonna stay here till the day I die.
So you haven't seen any greenskins recently?
Oh, I can say I've seen quite a few. Right in the iron sights of my rifle.
Okay. Ooh, that's pretty badass.
Mhm.
But any slaves? Because we're here to rescue the slaves.
Yes, this was not very convincing, son. I'm gonna, ma'am, you're very pretty and everything, and I haven't had a proper conversation in a while. But I need you guys to give me some kind of assurances here.
Let's go
Also,
north.
I hate to put it out there, but some big defiling red sky just covered the village area, and you guys are coming from that direction, so
Yeah.
don't seem right about it.
Yes, and we killed that guy.
Yeah,
And there's
yeah.
no proof, I'm sure.
Real proof. I'm putting it out there. You know, I know what you magic types look like, and I see. I saw that bird disappear when I shot it.
Don't
assume.
Look,
What bird? You can believe me, I'm a normal human.
I mean, putting it out there, IRL, if I shot a bird, disappeared, I think. Magic.
What bird?
What's a bird?
Anyway, I'm gonna get a little bit more reassurance than that. So,
Yes.
I'm gonna have you guys, if we can, and this will be well taken care of, if you're willing to drop all your weapons.
You see that's.
We should be on our way.
Yeah.
Let's go north.
So
Where's
so
slaves?
so you said you haven't seen the slaves that we're looking for.
Slaves?
Yes.
No, I did see some men from the village flee down here, and I sent
That's-
them down there. Oh, they're not.
Those people.
Oh, wait, you're asking about the people on the bikes? Like,
Well,
the
I
people that
guess
captured on
both.
the bikes, or the men who fled into the hills?
The men who fled in the hills. And I guess both.
Well, the men who fled into the hills, I sent them north towards safety. You know, they
Where?
should
What is the safety you're sending them to?
towards Eisenreich, free land, where they won't be enslaved. And I did hear some loud vrooming heading on down south, so obviously that's why I sent the men up north.
That's fair too.
Yep,
Well,
they took a secret passage
What is your
through
name?
some ruins. I don't feel like giving you my name until you give me yours, sir.
My name's Eris. What's your
Eris. Eris, I see that you're one of them
name?
Chimerian types. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I heard great things about your people, but still need some reassurances.
How about this? My friends are gonna stay here. I'll drop my weapon, I'll drop my shield, and then we'll talk.
You know, that sounds like a good idea, Eris. Please drop your weapons.
I
And
drop my weapon.
that big banner sitting behind your back, please leave it here.
My followers.
Yes.
And
Only
stick
fair.
them to the ground.
So,
Are there any traps on the way here, on the way to your house that I should be aware of?
how can I say this? There's quite a few
Do you want
traps.
to just tell me where I should avoid?
Alright, move one towards me. Alright, then move one towards me again. One right, one left.
You're right or my right?
Huh?
You're right or my right?
You're right. One left,
It's back
One
to the
right.
same spot.
one left, one forward, one left, one right, one right, one forward, one right,
And I roll 10d10 advantage.
one left, forward.
I hope you understand. I'm
Now,
dancing for
I
you.
need you to do a skipping motion towards the cabin.
Do I need a roll for
Performance
acrobatics?
check.
Performance?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Fuck up, he's gonna die.
8.
Okay, you're not a very good skipper, Eris. Sir.
I'm a pretty big guy, sir.
Alright, now just go ahead and mosey on over.
Straight?
Yeah. So as soon as you arrive, you see a man with an excessively long beard and a peg leg.
How long you been here?
I imagine I've been here since my wife first left me 4 years ago. Said I like to blow up stuff too much.
Is that what you do? Is that what you're good at?
I mean, it's a hobby.
Hobby. What do you do to sustain yourself?
Oh
Oh wait, what's your name? Sorry, excuse me.
Oh, my name is Ermin.
Ermin?
Ermin.
Okay. That's a good name.
Yeah, Ermin the Ermit.
Alright, Ermin.
Ermin's with a silent H.
What are you trying to do with the rest of your life?
Hold on. If you want your friends to come here, you can go ahead and hold this package, and then we can invite them in.
What package?
Plus a little sack. Just hold it. Don't look into it. All right. Don't put it on the ground. Don't drop it suddenly. Don't bang against anything. All right, gents. I'm disarming everything. Come on in.
You can disarm everything when I was gone?
No.
Okay, that's fine.
Makes sense though. So just
Yeah.
you hold that. Anyway, so at this point, he presses some like what seems to be some pulling some levers,
thingamabobs?
some levers and stuff, and like pulleys and whatnot. He says, "The rest of y'all come on in." And at this point now he locks himself in the closet with a little eye slit. All right.
We're inside his house?
Yes, and he went inside the closet and found his eye slit. And like, yes.
You're a paranoid fellow, aren't you?
Nope. You're just holding a live bomb. Now we're closer to talk. It should be fine.
Alright then. Alright.
Okay. So, what's up and what do you guys need? Let me go ahead and say right now, I am not coming back to live any of that civilization where people are asking me to shower and not eat my boogers and whatnot. Okay? If I want to masturbate to pictures of A5 laying in the sun, I do what I want.
Man, this is the first NPC I didn't want to recruit.
Is he a human?
Yes. He has an excessively long beard. Actually, to give you an example, he does have a slight tint of green to him. You're not sure if that's a green skin thing or he's maybe, prime mutation.
Or maybe he's moldy.
Or moldy.
He hasn't bathed in 40 years. We should recruit him, guys. He can make traps.
How many
for our
of the
castle.
slaves did you turn away? Just today.
I didn't turn away any slaves.
They asked to come in, did they not?
Yeah, and
you told them to go another way, did you not?
No, I
So
said.
you turned them away. Am I wrong?
He squints his eyes. You hear a tapping of his little peg leg impatiently. I said I sent them north with supplies to be safe. These are safe lands.
You said through some ruins, right?
Yeah, to keep them safe.
Do you remember?
Would you rather
count?
take the roads? What?
Do you know how many?
I'd say about half a dozen. Not much. All I could get away with about half a dozen. One was injured and he died shortly after he arrived. So
Do we ask about the bodies in the back?
Nah.
No? Do we not care?
I insight into what he just said.
The bodies in the
16.
back?
Insight.
He's been
About
killing
what?
greenskins.
If he's telling the truth about the 6.
Oh, he's telling the truth. From what you can tell, is like there's no real reason for him to lie.
That's true.
Yeah. Being straightforward to you. Plus, none of you are orcish in nature. So that's a huge plus. You hear a simple voice behind the air go, "Eee, this guy smells like piss."
Yes, thanks.
Hush.
Do we care about this guy like that?
No,
He does have something you might need. I want to remind you, you have no supplies coming your way, which allows you not to make any traps or take on these massive.
Oh, that's true. He's a trap maker.
We have some pictures of A5 laying in the sun that we could do a trade.
Yeah.
A minor illusion, an image of A5 laying in the sun.
Sexy A5 in the sun.
Can you minor illusion anything?
Yes.
Lips is lips. Let's talk.
What is this worth to you? And I have 2 A5.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna give you a written description later.
Okay.
We're just gonna let you do you.
Sounds good.
You want to make your art? You make your art. Now, for the usage of this artistic illusionary behavior, what is it that I can do for you, gentlemen?
You make all these traps yourself?
Oh yeah, it's not that hard. A little fishing wire, a little extra boom, spot of moonshine to keep me going. Can I interest you in some moonshine?
No,
outside
no.
the game, is that a drug or is it just alcohol?
You know
This is
moonshine?
alcohol.
No, I mean like in the game. In the game, is it?
Look at it.
Okay.
Alcohol.
Okay.
Moonshine.
Just alcohol.
Now, see, hermit and hobo-y types like myself, we don't like working with people too much. But I can find the necessities of a trade for moments of self-pleasure.
Erman, do you know somebody named Picho?
Yes, I have dealt with the king of whiskey and moonshine.
Okay, I'm just curious.
Are you good friends with him? Would you like to see him again?
Well, I'd like to meet him once in a while, but I feel like when people spend too much time together, before you know it, they become some kind of society.
A little bit. Okay, how about this? Do we want to recruit him? I have
No.
a pitch. We don't want. Do we want him?
We can
we can
trap our castle. Or
Right.
something.
We sort of want to recruit him, right?
we don't need
He
to
could
recruit
be
him.
of use, though.
We can exchange traps and
Okay.
stuff for pictures of
I understand. People suck. Right?
Did they make a crab?
Are they?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like small, you get small?
Hey. People suck. I have an offer for you. We have a fort. There's people at this fort. You don't have to meet them. Not forcing you to meet anyone. But we do need to defend this fort. With, say, traps. There are people at this fort that can help you self-pleasure yourself.
Then would that not be self-pleasure? That'd be...
They're not going to be pleasuring you. Just like he's going to aid you in your self-pleasure. You know. The one thing. No one's going to be pleasuring you. They're just giving you the materials needed to pleasure yourself.
This sounds lovely, but I have one final request.
What's up?
My quality of this moonshine is not up to par with said.
Do you want to drink with Joe?
No, I want to drink Pajo's liquor. So if you can manage a crate shipment down my way, then maybe we can discuss my finery of it.
You can get that done, right?
Yeah.
He starts drooling as he kind of like trails off in this conversation. Like,
Yes.
okay. So he stance his peg leg. What can I do for you?
You don't have to live at our fort. We just need you to come through, set up a quick little defense for us, and on not a moment's call, but if we ever call you, say to repair any traps or to add new traps, etc., then you make your way to our place.
Counter offer, one-time deal for this, and if I am going to come back to you, I would like to.
You get more stuff.
Okay, and we'll discuss that later.
Yes.
So, also, how long do I have?
How long would it take you?
I mean, at least one night, but I gotta carry all this shit down.
That's fine.
Okay, which one of you is the most expendable?
I summon
short
owl.
one. He tosses you with, he opens the locker and tosses you what seems to be several pounds of gunpowder, of thunder dust.
How many pounds exactly?
40?
Can he carry?
He can.
Owl?
No, you.
Oh. Fuck.
She forced you.
I've commandeered you.
Sure.
Okay.
40? I don't think I can carry 40 pounds.
Not with that attitude.
I'll carry it.
I'll mage hand 10 pounds.
Wait, what's your strength?
-8.
8.
It's 8.
So it's 8 times 15.
Oh.
Okay. So I think that's the wrong one. So it's 15
No.
times.
I'm not gonna
I'm mage handing 10 pounds. So.
I don't like doing 15. So I changed 15 to 30.
Alright, so I'll follow you guys at the moment. So let's say this whole conversation took about an hour or two, this whole thing, and now it's around 5-ish. It's starting to get dark. And as you guys head away, you guys see several, let's pretend that you guys are back on the road, back to, where are you guys going? You guys gonna go back to the fort? Or
I feel like we don't have enough time to seek those guys in the ruins.
Well, I
It's
mean,
way too late for that.
you can try?
Is it that or
it's not that.
we
Is
save
it that
face
important that we get them? Because then right now they're on their way fleeing towards freedom. Do we want to stop that?
I don't think they're going to
I don't know if
want
they're gonna make it or
to come back
towards
against like crazy odds to fight people that
Yeah.
There's like feelings of vengeance there, but like do they know what they're capable of.
Why did we?
We're looking for more survivors in this, but you did find some supplies you needed. Why am I singing this song? I'm so sorry.
What if I tie a message around Owl's leg or something and just go find them?
Okay.
They're
Sorry,
not-
boss. So
That's the nicest thing he's ever said to you.
Good boy, Owl. Good boy.
at this point, you assume that they can read, right? So at this point, you guys, let's say you guys make your way back. Okay. On the road, you guys see.
That's true.
On the road,
You come right back when you realize they can't read it.
on the road back, you see what seems to be a shrouded figure. It's
Did
getting
you turn him into a parrot? So he could talk.
Probably.
I imagine he could talk. It's funny how that is.
Yeah, Owl can talk, I guess.
To like people?
Yeah.
Wait,
Why
hold
not?
on.
I
Let
think
me.
Could he?
I don't think so. Maybe.
No.
Maybe.
Oh,
not.
no.
Because then aren't we speaking him to
I always thought
him
you guys
technically
were.
through
It's
you?
through me.
Yeah,
through
we're
me.
technically talking it through Marlo.
I would say he's already like flown off though.
That's
Yeah,
good.
that's
I
fine.
mean,
No, I'm just here.
I'm cool with the DM giving our familiar the power to speak.
Yeah, I'm cool with that too.
Let me look at Google parrots are actually a thing.
Parrots are totally real, man. They're like red.
No, I mean,
You ever eat Fruit Loops?
anyway, so
That's a toucan.
Same thing.
You right.
He speaks, right? Toucans talk.
Toucans do talk.
Yeah,
Maybe rabbits talk too.
tricks are for kids.
My
Hey.
cousin. Oh, sorry.
Sorry. As the sky grows darker, like let's say it's about like 5 or 6 and the sun's kind of going down. You do see a hooded figure approaching you on the road. I assume you guys are like making your way back to the monastery as we agreed upon, right? So the figure stops. It's hooded, shrouded in some kind of cloak, and it doesn't do anything. It holds completely still. Let's say it's about 30 feet away from you. Can you move you guys about 30 feet closer? And let's just put
A hooded cloak figure.
like its hood seems to be.
Here.
Oh, perfect. Seems to be shredded by the wind. Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
Here.
Right there.
Here.
Doesn't matter.
Here.
There you go. Shrouded by the wind. Okay.
Reorientate us.
So at this point, you guys could talk through it, but standing right in the middle of your path.
Yeah. Reveal yourself, please. Understand that you're being quite creepy right now.
Okay, make a perception check.
13.
13. You see two little red dots coming up from beneath the hood.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, is this a Warforged?
Is it a fiend or celestial or
Yeah.
fucking?
No, I'm checking if I can still do it.
Okay.
Because I already used it twice, right? I can do this 1 plus my charisma modifier per day. I still got one more.
Nice.
Can I check it? This is either
There's not a
celestial
fiend.
fiend.
There's not a beast. Sorry.
Alright.
Okay.
At least we tried.
So, let's a very loud voice. It's like, Declaration 1101110001111.
Hail,
Hunting
brother.
defilers. Defilers must be put to death. 4 rules against nature. White Glove Society Declaration 1101110001111.
We didn't defile anything.
Negatory.
Do you
Chimera.
see us defile anything? I have
Survivors.
defiled dirt. we
killed the fire.
killed the. I was trying to speak
Yeah.
a fancy word, but we killed the defiler already.
Perception check. Failed. I do not believe this. White Glove Scouts state that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 figures left the defiling area alive.
Yes, we left
is
the
true.
land alive because we killed the defiler.
When was the last time?
Which
the
one of us
firmware
looks
was
like we can
updated?
defile this place?
Several. Your designated designated ritual user integrated druid unit.
Who, me?
Yeah, stands for druid. DRUID.
Oh, that was so good.
That was good. That's good.
Anyway, your designated druid unit is capable of pulling from the land. Do you understand what I'm speaking of?
So are you capable
Fag?
of doing that?
I am
I am
war
capable?
unit.
You're a war unit? Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Juggernaut designation.
Juggernaut.
So
Guys,
you were
don't wanna
created for
fight
this
this
purpose?
dude.
You're created for this purpose?
We're gonna recruit him.
Question
Clearly.
mark? Not made for discussion. Made for apprehension.
But made for killing?
No, not murderer. No.
But defilers?
His language files are pretty outdated.
Made for apprehension. At this point, the shrouded figure, like, imagine he was like maybe hunched over before.
Now he's full force.
He
He's
stands up and he's actually like maybe like 10 to 15 feet. So he's pretty big. And his arms, instead of like arms, it's like a metallic big ass sledge in one hand. And what seems to be a buzzsaw in the other.
That looks like killing
Brother,
things.
free yourself from this mental bondage. Don't attack a fellow warforged.
No.
You're a warforged? I thought I told you this already.
Now, please. Warforged designated druid unit. Let me see your memory files for proof.
Oh, dude, that's so genius. Do it. Do it. Let him touch you.
All right.
Let him touch you in funny places.
Okay, so I'm
Let him
gonna.
touch you in places
I'm
you
gonna
don't
come
let
up-
people touch you.
Can you just like slash your hand or something?
I don't know. Yes.
No,
It's probably just touching
how
your
does it
head.
work?
No, to give you another, this is literally letting someone inside you.
Hmm.
To give you an example, would you trust plugging your computer to a random computer source?
If it means your life, you do it. If someone came up to me, hey, I'm gonna kill you unless you show your internet history, I'd be like, okay, go ahead.
No, this doesn't show your internet history because they could put things inside your history too. This is like connecting hard drives.
Yeah.
Well, either way, it's close enough.
Mm.
He's not gonna kill us though.
This is more like a hobo coming up to you and be like, "Let me put your penis inside you," or something.
Oh, you don't think he's gonna kill us? He thinks we defile the land.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna kill us.
I think he's gonna tell people we're here that we're gonna get killed
It's like-
if you don't let him inside you.
A Juggernaut unit. What proof do you have that we
Hesitating.
are the ones who defiled? Right now, it's your word against our word.
We didn't do it.
Defragmenting thought logic unit. Dot, 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 dot. Once again,
Who knows whether
White
you're
Glove
defiling.
Scouts state that's 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 organic units left. 1 primer-based organism with you. The defilement area.
Is it the vial of
Juggernaut. This
Yeah,
statement
salmon.
is
Is
false.
it no, it's because
Does that work? Does that work?
What'd you say?
I said Juggernaut unit. This statement is false.
This false is statement. Damn it, I can't think of a clever comeback for that.
Damn it.
I mean,
File
not wrong.
unfounded.
Just let him in you. I'd let someone in me.
But it's like changing your memories and shit.
Yeah.
Potentially.
yeah.
Can I do a save state before I do this?
I mean, I don't think you have the
No,
equipment
I
to do
don't.
that. You gonna let this guy inside you?
No,
This
there's
big
other
buff
things.
dude.
Wait, Abe, let us use the power of words first.
Yeah, I don't want to do this. I don't know how
I
updated
guess
these
we're
files
using
are.
our fists.
If I get corrupted, I might fight against you guys.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'd rather
No,
not.
because if we destroy this, what's stopping them from sending a second unit towards us? They're
Doesn't
just gonna
matter.
harass us. They're just gonna harass us.
At this point, you guys are taking a loss. He says, designate siege mode. His buzzsaw like comes around to its massive shield.
Fucking
It takes
guys.
his other
Wait,
hand.
wait, I
puts
minor
your
illusion
gun-
the face of the green skin that we saw. This is the one you're looking
Make
for.
a stealth. What you call it? Not stealth. Performance. Like where you kind of make someone think someone. Deception.
I mean, it's
No,
true.
but
It's
it's
true.
true.
Okay, then this would be
It'd be
persuasion.
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 Persuasive. 19.
Ooh. Logic check. Proof.
He's the proof.
I need footage. I'm putting it out there. IRL, I wouldn't believe you either. If I was a cop
Yeah.
and be like, hey, this guy's here. This guy's the one who actually
We have
committed it.
proof.
Compared to a bunch of people who walked out of the crime scene.
Yes, I know he
Alright,
could corrupt the
guys.
files, but we have the proof.
So say okay,
Guys, give me a scrap. Give me a scrap grenade.
just in case.
How many grenades do you have left? Because I know you tossed one earlier.
I have 2 left.
But
I have one.
Juggernaut. So okay, so
I'm
let's
gonna
say
hold
we
it.
did not have a Warforged unit with us. You would have just killed us
I would
with no other
apprehend,
evidence.
apprehend, and
And do what?
what's that thing you call it? Viviosec? Is that what you cut someone's head
Vivisect?
open?
Vivisect.
Vivisect, yes. Vivisect,
Jesus
druid
Christ.
I heard
units,
video
clerical
sex.
units.
I
I was
heard
like,
that too.
what?
Lord.
Dang.
Lord.
I heard video
Yeah,
sex.
I heard video sex.
But I'm saying, like, if we did not have a druid unit, that means
But we
does.
do,
would
and
have
we're
to.
We
lucky
do.
about it.
We would vivisect, can't say it. Cut your brains open to analyze data.
That's no answer. You are a fiend. We should
Wait,
destroy
is this how you're
robot.
gonna analyze my? Wait, no. I
No,
already
no,
have
He
a.
no.
literally
no.
just check your files.
Yeah.
You may not belong to the Warforged, the White Glove Society, but you see, our operating systems will be compatible.
Question:
Alright.
Is there anything against the code for you corrupting his files?
Answer unit. What?
Is there any like code of conduct that your white gloves have that?
We are not corrupt.
So shady.
Alright, I'm not doing.
I'm putting out there anything they might do to you. Remember, if they don't believe they're corrupt, their answer is we're not
Yeah.
corrupt, so we can't corrupt you.
Yeah.
But if they are corrupt, they'll
Alright,
also say
I'll
Oh, in
take
your
it.
definition.
I ain't fucking with this.
Yeah, no.
That
Who-
last
who are your
statement
leaders?
has made up my mind. I'm
Who
not doing
are
this.
your leaders? Who would you take us to? Maybe we can chat with them instead.
Designated Warforged Unit 3418, also known as the Yonder. The Yonder is our leader, and Yonder makes our decisions.
Do I know
Yonder
anything
has
about
judged you as guilty.
Do I know anything about this Yonder unit?
Hmm?
Do I know anything about this?
You're
Yonder?
not part of the White Glow Society, so
Alright,
no.
good.
You're not part of their network.
True.
Would you like to be part of the network?
No.
I wish I knew more about computers. I could, more stuff like this.
It's fine.
Shall we take you to the crime scene?
Yeah.
I am not investigative unit.
Juggernaut, we actually have bigger issues to deal with right now.
You can deal with issues after apprehension and dissections.
What if we give you our location and you could come with us? You could apprehend us anytime, but let us take care of this one thing.
Rationale.
It's very time sensitive.
Rationale
module not installed.
You see him put his sledgehammer to his face. Perhaps I can brand one of you with location room. No, has to be all of you.
Because you don't want to be touched.
Juggernaut, you can just come with You can just come with us.
No. The Yonder demands judgment by tomorrow night. And it is a long trip.
Juggernaut, you understand that this puts us at opposing positions.
Yes.
We might have to initiate combat mode, but we don't want to.
Initiate combat mode.
I cannot partake in robot-on-robot violence.
Oh shit!
Oh my god, you don't want to fucking kill him either?
You are the worst thing.
First, you almost kill me.
Real though.
Alright, for your sake, I will engage.
Okay, so please come over and bend over.
Jesus.
How far away is he?
That's about 50 feet, right? Right.
Okay, I'm gonna take one of your grenades and hide
Oh!
Nice try.
Alright, so please send over your designated.
I'm not giving you a
unit.
grenade. Take someone else's grenade.
You can have mine.
I'm mad at you right now.
I'm putting out there, if you look like a human, I feel like your most natural place to hide a port would be in your ball.
You sure you won't put that in
Like-
your
Not the back of the neck.
Belly button.
No, think about it.
Belly
People
button.
see the back of the neck all the
Ear.
time.
Belly button.
Belly button is like, you look at that shit, it's like you can see it already.
Is
The
he made of
butthole
metal?
needs to be
It's always
spread.
covered. That's true.
He must be.
Is this dude made of metal?
Oh yeah.
So you want to
Strap
keep
Hey,
it
can you
over
move
now.
your guy over there?
Okay, we will come closer.
Do we want to?
I'm just saying, we destroy him, nothing's stopping them from sending a second robot.
But we don't want them to be
No,
like, corrupted.
you don't want to be corrupted. I'm over here thinking we have the proof. Because what is there to corrupt? He has the proof, he's gonna see it.
I mean, he's a robot.
So is he!
No, that's what I'm saying. He's a robot. He can be like programmed. Or I don't know this. Xena doesn't know this shit.
I don't know. I just think.
Like, I think your character wouldn't argue about that. Like, I'm saying your character wouldn't know that.
Yeah, that's
Just
what I'm
putting it
saying.
out there. So,
I would not know this.
in fact, the only person who might have this concern would be Abe.
Right, so Abe makes final decision, I guess,
Yeah.
in this point.
Like, I understand you not wanting to do it. I'm still gonna be mad at you.
So keep in mind, if you kill this guy, then next time they
Now
hunt you,
you
even
just
if you
make
did prove your
enemies.
innocence.
You also murdered one of their robots.
Someone give me a scrap grenade.
I'm not doing this.
Who has?
Mine.
Okay, I'll take it. I hide it in my shirt and walk over.
You're about to bend over, alright.
All right. In
Alright,
case we go insane, I'm just going. to
designate druid unit. Please expose entry port.
This is some bullshit, man. Why can't I just be like on my back or something like that?
Just do it. Think about how frequently people have to go shirtless in the world, alright? I mean, for real, if I created a robot, I had to create an entry port, which belongs to
He
would find.
created this robot.
Huh?
He created this robot.
He didn't make it himself. Someone else made him.
The DM did.
The
Oh,
DM made.
DM did. You're right.
Yeah. So, please expose entry port.
This is fucked. I'm gonna.
Alright, we'll all turn around for you,
I'll do
right?
mold earth to create a fucking wall. Okay.
You won't even peek.
All right, just get on with it.
Start, copy, and paste protocol. Starting, copy, and paste music. Like romantic music plays in the background. For some reason, a red light pops up out of his shoulder. Like around you guys. So at this point, you feel a rather surprisingly small probing in your entry port.
Okay.
Oh, you could
I'm
totally make a
assuming
small
it's like
probe
a
joke.
it's like a USB cable or some
Yes.
shit.
That's what I'm thinking.
It is very cold out. Copy. Paste.
I'm gonna rip that shit off and make a comment. Stupid ass juggernaut.
All in character.
Yeah.
Am I right there, buddy?
This is just silence.
He removes it. I have left some of my system files in there.
he needed to make room for the. He just came at me, man.
I originally meant this to be much more serious than it was. I was going for bounty hunter feel and
Anal probing war forces.
I feel like I'm following my personal logic here. If you did have an entry port, it'd be that.
Okay,
My first thought is back in the net.
Why would I
Back of
can
the
see
neck,
that
man.
all the time? I see the
Because
back
I
of
don't
the
really
neck.
give a shit where my entry port is. I'm just
No,
gonna protect it.
For him,
The Matrix?
he is supposed
not-
to be hidden. You know, he's like
His ears.
Okay, but yeah, how frequently do you see ears all the fucking time?
I saw that Terminator shit was on the
But
side of his
there's a
head.
hole though. There's a hole in his
Yeah,
ear.
it's
You
just
plug it in.
convenience factor.
Hey,
Because then what if he has to get into his own port?
Look, if you have to, dude, I can get into my own port all the time.
How often do you want to touch your own port?
I'm saying I can if I had to.
I don't know. I don't know.
Is the stream going?
We are banned from Twitch.
Yeah.
So anyway, designated druid unit, your claims have been found not guilty. I will pass this file on to yonder.
What were these fucking system files you put inside me?
I
Just a
had to
virus?
make space in my hard drive.
That was such a good joke. I thought that was a funny shit.
Can I read those files? What,
You
do
probably
I know
could.
anything?
They're
If
in
I
here.
were you, I would get them checked first.
Fucking hell! This guy gave me a robot virus.
STD, man.
Yeah, STD.
Robot STD.
Sexually transmitted data.
So at this point, he wanders off to the night. He says one thing to you. He gives before he leaves, he turns around and comes back to you. Gives you a little
Wouldn't it be
paper
like a
with a
PVD
rune on it.
probe transmitter?
And says, call me.
Hey man, you have an
Why did
attachment
you
to him
say
now.
first out?
There's a small connection you guys have that you'll never
Yeah,
have
it
with
was a
anyone
fucking
else.
one-time
That
thing.
you'll never have
So
with anyone
one-time
else.
thing. You guys owe me for this.
So
I don't want to hear
I
it.
don't think we're even.
You and I are even. They owe me.
you guys
The amount of shit we've all done for you, please.
I'm sitting out the next fight.
They give me like
Violated.
a little break. All right, so you guys make your way back to the monastery. At this point, what's his name? Ermin starts like he takes a little shovel and starts digging into the night. It's like, I got your trap set.
You need to draw a new one.
Huh? Let's see. We have
I'm
50
gonna have
minutes.
to erase this anyways, right?
Yeah, that's right. So I'm gonna start drawing a new map soon. Can you draw me a fairly large fort? How many
Forts?
Yes. Think about this. Let's say, like, leave about
2 pillow cushion.
Just
1,
draw the
2,
corners.
3, 4,
Put dots on
5,
the corners
6,
you want.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, maybe 18 by 18. And then that's just how big the general thing is. And
Fucker
let's say,
counts the fucking corners, doesn't even draw the corners.
sorry.
Don't draw on the lip. 18 by 18? Is this our fort?
It's not your fort. It's the. Wait, is it dry erase or wet erase?
This is dry erase, you dumb bitch.
See what we talking about?
You tossed it at
Did
me.
I? Well, we can get rid of it later.
Okay. That makes this one.
You ain't got
One more.
Yeah, good.
What do you want in the fort?
Alright, so starting, let's say right here, draw another box. So imagine that this is the inner fort and this is like the walls. Like right here.
Here?
Yeah.
Yeah, do three like that.
Thank you for the drawing assistance, because, you know. Now, right now, let's say there's a double doors here. Okay. And right out here, there's a giant, sorry, right over here, there's like a giant, how do you draw a brazier? Not a brazier.
Brazier?
Yeah.
The fire thing?
Yes, because I only say this because every time I say brazier, no one ever takes me seriously.
I will just take a look at the IT. I mean the aircraft.
What?
You know those big, like, iron bowls things filled with, like,
Fire?
yeah.
How big? 5 feet?
That's like,
How do you pronounce that?
brazier. I just said it.
And then you want what's in it?
Fire.
Nha, cái này là bự nhất á. Chị mua cái bự nhất á. Thì nó có hai thứ. Cái này là digital, thành ra nó mắc hơn chút. Còn em mua analog đó là thường.
There's a red too.
Fire.
And right below it, draw like a big old door.
Double?
No, but like that.
Brazier?
Here.
Brazier.
Double door?
Yeah.
Brazier.
Tức là mình nhấn nút. Chứ nó không digital là nó số.
You guys have option. You guys can rest now if you want, okay? Because from what you can tell, Nan tells you that they won't come until at least tomorrow. You guys should come with a plan of how you want to capture those bikes. Remember, the first thing they're going to come to do, Nan tells you, is they want to come to negotiate. Okay? They don't want to kill people they don't have to. They're not here just to kill you. They are slaves.
Wait, you're telling me this could have been resolved with no bloodshed?
I'm saying this could be resolved by simply, how do you say this? Surrendering all these farm folk living inside the fort.
Oh, I don't care about these people.
Well, are we going to take a rest first?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you feel a certain virus overcoming you.
Oh, great.
Yeah, the system file spread all over you. And what you catch is something called feelings.
Jesus! That's too good.
You can't even be mad.
That's too good. I was like, okay, what fucking stat do I have?
What am I losing? Am I losing HP like Ares?
So you now have something that people call empathy.
That's pretty
So
cool.
right now,
You evolved.
in your OS, you have a separate operating system in your head telling you what the right or wrong thing to do is.
Oh, you have morality?
It's coded called the conscience AI.
So that robot deleted his conscience and put it on me?
Yes.
Oh god, that's not good next time we see him.
Yeah.
It's gonna be awkward.
Yeah.
It's gonna be bad.
Yeah, that's gonna be such an
It's gonna be a heartless
interaction.
machine.
Should just give it back to him.
Yeah. Yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So,
fucking real good.
And can't you just edit the files?
I mean, you need a whole nother system to do that. I think. I don't know.
Really? I mean, I don't need a whole other system to change any files on my computer.
Although this is true,
What's your answer?
I don't know. I don't know if my computer.
Is that-
It's admin locked. Boom.
Abe's
the
gonna
admin of
attempt,
his
Someone else created him.
I'm gonna attempt to delete these files.
No, you're not the admin of your own body. Just put it out there. You said you were made in the lab. Whoever created you in the lab is the admin. If you want to get rid of these feelings, you have to track down the lab you're created in.
Fucking feelings.
Wow, what a side quest.
Yeah.
This is the shittiest side quest.
That's just your
the winning, the reward isn't even friendship. It's like lack thereof.
It's always wanting him to be back. Like, no one's ever touched me like that. I miss physical touch. You guys don't touch me like that.
Alright, so this one, as you guys rest, Ermin approaches you particularly, Marlo in the building, and says, I did my job, and I was told that you would be able to provide a particular illusion for me.
Sorry, who are you?
What?
Please describe your
your
preferred.
He gives you
scenario.
a small script, one that you would dare not say out loud. I'm just gonna hand wave this because I don't want to be the kind of guy that describes weird sexual things.
We don't need this.
So
this is weird, but the
Yeah, the other thing is fine. That was our lives on the line.
yeah, this is just pleasing some crazy old man.
This is weird.
He lets out a single grunt.
So I have to do this every minute. So if you want some animation, it'll have to be like frame by frame, like every minute maybe. I mean, I could.
Damn, that's old school.
He lets out a little grunt. That'll do.
That'll do.
You have a notebook. It's kind of like this, and like I do like a flip.
I'm gonna
My new morality core tells me you should probably take this to a private tent.
He puts it. He's just like this. It's better up here now. I'm gonna make my way. Excuse me if I limp a bit. You know.
Are you gonna be safe on your way back?
Oh, it's fine. I got a club in my pants.
This is a Christian stream.
Yeah.
This is not a Christian house, baby.
Anyway, so at this point, Nan approaches you and she says, "Your friends never came back from the supply run, and quite frankly, we run out of food. We can't last more than a day here.
Oh shit.
Do you have any extra food for us?"
For like
I hide the crab.
How much food just for the day?
It'd be 30 units.
Have exactly 33.
Whoa, really? Perfect. The kids don't eat much.
Well, half rations, because we also need this food.
I mean, yes, we can do half rations, but it's not gonna.
Question for the DM. So one of my cantrips to make something taste good. Can we like half a ration and like throw some dirt or some shit in there?
The question isn't whether it tastes, it's nutrition.
It has to be nutritious.
Okay. Yes. Okay. I mean, they'll eat it. It's not a question of whether they eat it. The question is whether they'll feel up for a fight tomorrow.
Gotcha.
So.
This is true. I might as well use it all. We'll buy more later.
Wow, really? That's actually really, nice of you. I didn't think you would do that.
I am taking Constitution laws. I am taking health laws. I think giving away 15 extra rations isn't that big of a deal.
That's the tipping point to be fine permanently.
As a heads up, you still have 85 rations if you say they're all dead.
Can
we eat those?
I mean, 85 rations is basically really shitty wheat. Yeah.
Have you got 32?
Okay.
Dude, columns can eat kibble, but they take a minus meat.
Huh?
In RimWorld, you can eat kibble.
Great. I just started a new file. I'll save it and run this one. Anyway, we should do multiplayer, just guys. Never mind. Anyway, so.
I got too many games on it.
No, it's worth it. RimWorld's worth it. So, as you guys proceed, it's like you guys are gonna rest and wait for them in the morning because they should be arriving sometime next time in the morning. Okay, they've already been traps set. Okay, so let's say you guys have 5 explosive traps. Go ahead and mark on the map where you want that to be. They could come from any direction. Keep in mind, they definitely have the mobility to do so.
What are we looking at here?
Like, so this is the fort. Right now, this is the upper level. There's no way out here. This is the balcony which most ranged fighters would stand. If you're melee, you can come out from there.
Is that a bear?
Yes.
Okay.
So there's no real cover here. Keep that in mind, unless you want to put on some bags or something. But that would take up your rest time. So keep that in mind as well. Resting is important. You don't necessarily have that much time.
Put on bags, you said?
Like cover, you know how you fill bags with dirt, use it as cover.
And then are we assuming that this is an outer wall?
It's not a wall so much as elevation. Remember, this is not a military fort. It's more like a monastery.
Okay, so this is a wall.
It's elevated, yeah, but.
Oh, so it's like a mound.
It's like a what?
A mound?
So imagine like wall, this upper area, then wall, this upper area. So you guys.
This is a wall.
Yeah, but not like not cover wall. There you go.
So I'm gonna use half of the long rest to build as much cover as I can with my servant.
So at that point, are you willing to take the level of yourself?
How tall is this wall?
Well, I sleep 4 hours a night.
Oh, that's right. So here's what I'll have you do. Okay, you can make some kind of check of trying to figure out. Do you have masonry tools proficiency?
No. I think I could like fold bags.
So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna make a roll for it.
And Abe, you don't have to sleep, right?
Enough for it's not easy to drive.
Yes, I don't.
Come on, give me a hand
Too much
here.
attitude now.
We could talk about what happened. You could vent to me. It's just you and me. You tell me
I
how
have
you
nothing
feel.
to say to you organic beings.
Putting
I will help you in your task.
Putting out that it's a machine that did this to you.
Yeah, I know. But it gave me a
bitter.
conscience.
He's just bitter.
I'm just bitter. I have feelings now. You know, they're not logical. I'm gonna do it hard, even though it was an external force.
Yeah.
Alright, so we
What
have
do you want
5
the rolls
traps.
to be?
Huh?
What do you want?
So since you don't
Also,
have
have mold earth. Does that help?
Okay, so since you don't have masonry, mason working, you know, the masonry tools proficiency, you just roll for it. If you want to brute strength it, you could do athletics. You can do it with advantage because it's mold earth.
Okay.
9.
Ooh, that's 20.
So collectively, you guys have enough for 50 feet of cover. Choose for half cover, or you can choose 25 feet of 3/4 cover. You place it where you want.
And we have 5 traps.
Yes.
So I say we put 3 traps over here and 2 traps somewhere around here.
Sure. Are these entrances? What's
This
these
is the
round
entrance
things?
and this is the entrance.
What's that furry thing?
This is the brazier.
So this brazier, by the way, if you guys recall, is a Hestia's flame. That's what they use to message
that
it.
shit lit.
So, in order for this to remain some kind of holy site, that needs to be well protected. If they exploded, and everyone in the fort will lose a ridiculous amount of morale. It's a holy relic, and it's also like
The holy
20. Sorry, 20 by 20 feet. So the thing is massive. I don't think you can move in the time given.
Let's do half cover, 10 feet on each side, and that leaves us with another 10, I think.
Wait,
right?
what do you mean
Or
half
you said
cover?
25.
So you either get 50 feet
Of
half cover or
yeah.
25 of 3/4 cover.
No mix.
Fucking
Huh?
terrible.
No mix of cover?
You can mix it. Let's just say 50 feet.
Yeah,
and
let's
you
do
can
10,
use
10,
2
10,
for 1.
and then 10.
So it'll be
And then-
one like this, one like this, one like maybe like we'll do it at the corners. How about that? All right. You know.
Sure.
So you can kind of cover like.
Yeah, that's actually.
Because then if you do here and they attack here, you're fucked.
Right.
Or here, you know, you kind of want it like off center.
Something like that.
No,
Okay,
like
so
you
10
want a
feet here.
piece of cover and then a piece of cover because we have 50 feet to work with. That's not a lot.
Right.
Because just one side is
It's already
18
5, so
squares.
we have 10 squares only. That's
On each
not-
side. Yeah.
So other things you guys may want to do is if you have time.
No, 50 feet. This is 5 feet, dude. We have a square. You know what I mean?
Is you guys can see if you have the skills to construct any other traps. You get so tools or anything. No. Let's see.
Okay. How big are the traps?
The traps. Wait, you mean the
Or we just
explosive
make
traps?
it super
they're
concentrated.
10 by 10.
Just
10 by
and the
10?
explosion is about 30
Min-max
feet.
this.
A 10 by 10. It's a 10 by 10 square with a 30-foot
Explosion
explosion
radius.
away from the 10.
Yeah,
Jesus.
it's massive, isn't it?
So we can stand behind 5 feet of cover,
What the fuck
right?
is 10 by 10? 1, 2,
It'll
Could you
fit
give
one
me another
person,
marker?
right?
Yeah, and the person
No,
behind
I
you
mean, so sorry.
gets
10 by
cover from
10
the
feet,
person
30
behind you.
square,
Like,
30 feet.
can 2 people stand in one spot? I think you can, right?
No, that's my bad. I should stick
I
to
don't
one.
remember.
2 by 2 squares.
I don't know. I mean,
and a-
logically, it
It's
makes
2 by
sense because
2?
it's a 5-foot.
Yeah, so 4.
I think
so
it's
five.
That's my
Why?
bad.
What's the
I
10?
was going with my feet.
And you can certainly.
Oh,
fit, like,
okay,
multiple
okay.
people.
I just really needed to stand. My butt hurts.
Oh yeah, no. Towards the end of the
How
session, I
many
always
people
stand.
could sit in one square?
What do you mean?
Oh, can
It's
multiple.
usually 1,
Okay, so it's
unless you're really
10.
short.
Okay,
Sorry.
never mind.
Alright, so
10.
off the top of my head, no one has proficiency in mason working tools. Is that correct?
No.
Anyone have carpentry tools or wood carver tools?
No.
Okay. So at this point, you're unable to set any other traps. Does anyone have any other proficiencies they might want to use to make traps?
I know.
No, you keep it. You're gonna need it one day.
So 10 by 10.
This guy-
How about herbalism
this guy
kit?
talks.
Yeah?
Bunny.
And then 30 feet away from this 10.
Yes.
I'll just
30
do-
additional feet or 30 from the
away
middle?
the middle.
Okay.
I mean, if we have 10 for each side plus another 10,
Yeah.
we just do like.
I mean,
something
Marlo,
like
what
this.
kind of skills do you have?
These tools, disguise kit.
Wow.
I have poisonous
And
kit
then
and
the same on
disguise
that
kit.
side. And then we have 10. After we finish that, we have
I can poison
2 more
arrows.
squares to mess around with.
Actually,
That's all I got.
remember, they're gonna come here to parley first. You can attempt to offer them some food.
Can we poison? Depends on the nature of the trap, but can we poison the traps?
These are explosive traps.
And
Never
then,
mind.
And then we have a last 10 feet or 5 feet of like super cover. I think we should just use it
This zone
around
is
this thing,
big.
maybe.
Okay.
But 30 foot
Somewhere in the
radius,
center
right?
here.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Right? Because you stand on
Yeah,
either side.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. So these bombs are actually pretty useful.
Because then if you
the
stand
problem
here,
is
you have
unless-
some
unless they
reasonable
ride
range
over
into
it,
the
they're not gonna
center.
do it.
Yeah.
So
Or you can move it a little further, maybe.
you guys can attempt to
Further
hide
down.
it a bit more. Someone with
Yeah,
proficient in
maybe.
stealth.
Like
Marlo
here,
looking at
you
you.
said?
Yeah.
If you're willing to
Just move this here.
mess with your rest a bit, you can.
Or you can move both of them one
disguise these
square down.
bombs
You know.
better.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
So,
I'll do that.
Just,
are you
just
willing
those
to not
I'll
stop
just
your
do
long rest?
this. I don't want to
Yeah, it's like half or something. Or I take exhaustion. That's it.
I mean, I'll
doesn't
let you
really
take
do
half if you don't recover any
That's
HP.
okay. I'm just gonna wipe it real quick.
Yeah, that's totally fine. Spell
Okay.
slots?
No spell slots. Basically, you don't get exhausted, but you don't recover anything either.
Oh.
Deal?
Do you need your spell slots?
I
Yeah.
think I do need my spell slots.
How's your disguise?
I'm full health.
How's your disguise? Did you pick disguise?
Yeah, I have this guy's proficiency.
Cool.
Well, you know, you're exhausted though. So you can get
You
disadvantage.
should sleep.
Only thing.
Oh, you should definitely.
Alright, well, if you guys don't want, like, charm person, because that's what I'm thinking we might need. But if we don't need it, that's cool. I could just do it.
I'm not sure if that would help us.
Because remember, right now, although, what's his name? What's his name? Ermin. I'm coming saying Ermin. Ermin, although he's not like an expert at hiding
That's a
these
lot
traps,
better.
he might have done it better at his home.
Yeah,
so
that works.
it's a little bit
This-
more
This is
visible.
doubled up here.
Like I said, if you want to try to hide it, you can do that.
Just real quick, the bomb is this big. The explosion is this big.
So the idea is the main layers.
Where do we want these bombs? We have 5.
Yeah. The main, and you'll be if you're here, you'll be
Wow.
safe on the roof. You won't be hit that explosion.
Oh, so even if it was like here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's just have 1, 2, 3.
Just
and then
cover
2 on
the
this side.
maximum land.
You want 3 on the back, 2 in the
do we
front?
know
Touching
where they're
the
coming
wall.
Huh?
Do we
You
know?
don't,
The-
because their mobility allows you to
It
go
won't.
where
It won't
direction
go
you
past the
want.
wall.
Okay.
We should make
This
it so
is
it comes
medieval
right up
level
to the wall,
tactics
so the
versus
max- the
modern,
max everything. You don't want it going into the
modern
walls. It's
bikes.
wasted. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like wasted.
So you want to move this
radius.
further out?
So this how many squares out?
So right now it's right here. So if I removed it 1, it'd be alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we were to do
I
that.
understand.
mean,
but
it's
it
not
only
ba-
triggers when they're on it, right?
Yes, it's not a bad idea to have it affect some of the wall in case they start trying
Yeah,
to
because
climb up.
imagine we put it right here. What are the odds someone actually steps over this trap?
Could we trigger it from where we are? Like,
I mean, you would have to make a pretty decent shot with a
Like,
thunder
explosion.
arrow.
Or like if
Not
you
just
like,
an arrow, a thunder
Yeah,
dust
thunder-
arrow.
what if
Which,
you,
by
like,
the way,
produces flame?
do you guys still have thunder dust? I mean, that we've
I
already
I
discussed.
have a shit ton on me, right?
How much?
50 pounds?
40,
No, I
40
meant like you were carrying it for him to set up these traps.
Oh,
I meant
okay.
like thunder arrows,
Oh,
thunder lances. Now we've discussed how difficult it would be to land a hit on one of these guys, and you guys have yet to talk about how to steal one of these bikes. It puts you in a whole different situation. These-
I actually don't even know how we would steal the bike.
Yeah, it sounds impossible.
Yeah.
I mean, we could still go through their main camp and.
Yeah.
I mean,
this wasn't even in the original plans. We just stumbled upon this.
Yeah, this is literally a cyclist. But it's cool.
But it's a good
It's gonna
opportunity.
be a really sick battle.
So
These
that'd be
people-
like secondary then. Like
these
if we
people
get a
have
chance.
feelings.
Well,
These people have feelings.
yeah, and right now I have a plan to make, and I can't think about people's feelings right now.
All right. Well, anyway, with that in mind, you get let's say you have I'm gonna call them a mob of peasants. 2 mobs of peasants. Okay, each of these peasants can shoot their bows like 4 times around. They're not particularly good at aiming them, but they do shoot these bows well. So, also I'm gonna make the stats later. I didn't think we planned this far. Think about where you want to place these mobs of peasants. Let's say they take like 10 by 10 feet of space.
Actually, can you give me the red pen?
Alternatively, you can use them as fodder because they do use basic spears.
So how about we put 1 bomb here and then 1 bomb like right here?
Okay, we'll do the bomb discussion first. Okay,
And we use them as Hestia's holy warriors who will give their life to protect the flame.
I was thinking like cannon fodder, but alright.
As in they have explosives strapped to them.
Yeah, Lillington.
Holy shit.
This is Lillington's fault, I swear to God.
Did you click on it?
Yes, that's
That's your fault. What the fuck?
Oh, can you say that to me?
Yeah.
Do I want a trap right in front of the door?
I mean, it makes sense, but eventually you're gonna have to run
Someone
that
has to
stuff.
leave,
Would
yeah.
that topple the
No.
You should move it
Like
like,
right here.
slightly in.
Like right here. Just be aware you guys have like 15 feet before you have to turn.
How many peasants do we have?
You guys have, let's say, 3 mobs. Each mob is of 10. And so basically,
But I mean, if we're drawing it out,
Danny,
you guys
for
will
the
be
sake
aware.
of
So you're fine.
simplicity,
Yeah.
they're going to have 1 stat block.
The peasants will be
And they're
aware
going to
of the trap.
multi-attack.
Yeah.
You know,
Got it.
sides.
And I'm
as
going to
well.
make it for you guys later,
Oh,
because I
yeah,
don't think we get this far today.
Let's do
Sides are kind of important because they'll attack what's most you know.
But I do want you to discuss how you're going to arm and place the peasants, because they can do short bows or they can do basic spears.
So I'm thinking we put them all on one side, so we don't have to worry about one side of the
Wait,
wall.
so they go in here, and the only way to get up here is either climb this wall or go through that.
Oh yeah, basically. So
What incredible design!
imagine they have to go all the way inside over here, and there's like stairs leading up here. That makes sense. So this right here is the outside wall.
Yeah.
This wall leads up to the upper hall. So they would
Oh,
have to.
what the hell?
Yeah. Does that make sense?
Wait, so
I'm a little confused.
they come in here, they have to go around here to
No,
get in?
no.
How are they gonna get in here? There's no door there.
No. Okay, hear me out. Okay, so this is an elevated portion.
So
this
they have
is
to climb up.
This is floor 1.
And they have to
I
climb
see,
up
I
to
see,
here.
I
see.
That's what I said. That's why I
Okay,
asked you.
just want to clarify that. That's my bad.
Wait, which side is?
Because
the
I was
outside
thinking
is the
these are
top,
like
right?
walls and this is the inner compound.
So
but
it's,
now
it's
this is
tiers,
actually
right?
Yeah.
raised.
This is the
Okay.
lowest.
sense?
The ground floor is ground 0. Then this is elevated flight A, and this is elevated even more.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
So,
okay, yeah.
so
no.
like
So
side
it looks
view,
like-
side
yeah,
view. It's
it
like
looks
that,
this.
like that, and like that.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. So the current thing you're going to discuss is where you're going to place your peasant mobs. Okay.
I think this is
Keep
the
in
door.
mind the further
This
the
is the front door. This is the back door.
Okay.
keep in mind wherever you place the peasant mobs, they should be near someone with a strong charisma, because at a certain point they're more likely to break and run. If they break and run, they're basically
one of
useless.
Put them. So my thought is, well, I mean, if they have to be with me, so this is the top floor, right? And this is, so I want all 3 of them here with me, and then you guys could take all.
Secondly, you're also going to need a face man, because this is going to start as a parlay kind of discussion, and then from there the face man is going to do the talking. If
Which is usually one of us.
Yeah.
if they start
the
off
best charisma.
if they start off knowing that this is going to be an assault, they're going to come at you guys harder. Okay.
0.
So whoever the face man is going to have to go out there and talk with them. Right? Are you sure? Right in the middle of the ground, surrounded by all these bombs and guys with motorcycles.
Wait,
Someone
but
has
what's
to
the
do it.
alternative? You're saying we
Yeah,
we
but I
need
mean,
one, and then
between
you're saying, but wait,
between
you
you and
want
him,
that?
you're gonna pick the soft dude.
Like, wait, what's the difference though? Like,
He's too
armor,
squishy.
and he's gonna be like.
I'm gonna come out in brooding armor, and they're gonna.
I mean, maybe you got a point. Oh wait, you can teleport.
I
Right?
can also teleport.
Okay, never mind. Just want to make sure. All right.
We both have very good like get out of
Secondly,
here quick.
so what's gonna happen is eventually they're gonna try to hit these walls, stairs, ramps, you know, and they might actually get up here. So when they get up here at this point, you gotta find a way to make sure that they don't get inside. And as soon as they get inside, they're gonna be like either enslaving, slaughtering the non-fighters, children, women, old folk.
There are 2 bombs in the back.
No, I was thinking about it too. I was like, well, I guess this isn't really matter.
I have 10
Wait,
bags
why?
of caltrops.
I just want one bomb.
Should I just-
Okay.
So when we put.
If you want to put
so
down
that's
couch
the
drops, you
back.
can.
Yeah, one
You
here,
decide where you put
one,
it.
2.
Remember, this map will be saved till next week as well.
Where do you guys want the caltrops? I have 10 bags, and I think each one's what, like a 5,
If,
probably a
if,
square.
if they're each that amount, you should consider using your mage hand to drop it in front of things reactively.
Rather than just playing with.
Yeah, what do you think?
We should probably pass them at the
Maybe like
stairs.
50-50?
Yeah.
50-50.
You should probably leave a cache of them somewhere so someone else can do
That's
it.
true, actually. Yeah.
Do we
Because you
know
don't have
if these
much running
raiders
speed.
climb walls
Yeah, right.
before?
To give you an example, 15 feet is maybe a little bit higher than this. That's a decent ladder, or you can ride a ramp up.
Have they done that before?
This is not a
I asked
military
Nan.
fortification. Oh, she tells you that they have not yet attacked it this way here, but I think your common sense tells you someone can climb a 50-foot wall if they really want to.
Okay.
I mean, how tall is the Great Wall of China? Thoughts?
I don't know. 100, rather.
How many caltrops do you have?
10
Tall
bags.
enough.
You can put 2 like right here.
Keep out the Mongol hordes for generations.
And then-
Not
Where do I want?
Not at all.
I have no idea why I want to where the 2 bombs on the side should be. Middle, up here, back here.
It doesn't
Tops.
matter. Just choose a spot.
Yeah.
It'll be good enough.
We'll just caltrop the place that.
We have an odd number of traps.
So,
release it from
by the
this.
way, during the parlay section, if they catch wind that any fighters are around, this is going to be an issue. So you guys have to find some way to hide in the cover or hide inside. If you hide inside, you're going to have an issue. You won't be able to react as quickly if things go bad. If you hide undercover, there's a chance they might see you.
Why don't we just send 2 out to negotiate?
Actually,
There's
I think it's
two.
better if I go because I could pretend to be a maiden of this order.
Smart. But
Oh, that's right. Chimera going out. That's pretty weird.
okay, a question. Where else are you gonna hide all your guys?
Just hide them somewhere where they're
Like,
going out.
because you have moments
Just
of
have them
cover.
hide-
You can hide behind here, but that's still a long way to make it over here if they're approaching from the front. If things go bad for you, so it's kind of up to you. You can hide them inside and
Can
make
I
sure
hide behind Hestia's lane?
I mean,
exactly,
like,
you can. Just keep them inside. Mind if your stealth check is bad enough, someone may notice it.
so is it not unreasonable that we have fighters ready, or like this order has fighters ready? Just because we're gonna parlay
Well,
doesn't mean we're okay. We're gonna put down
No,
weapons.
I'm saying they do have fighters ready. That's why you
Yeah.
need these mobs of peasants.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
includes the sisters of, the matrons of battle, which by the way is the name they recently adopted because
They
it's
have
the
to.
situation they're in.
Right.
My question is, where do you want them to hide?
Question.
Because you don't want them visible during a parlay thing, because that will cause them to know that this is going to be an attack, which
Well,
causes them to mess with you.
So, well, that's what I'm trying to say though. It's like, wouldn't you like if you were a bandit?
Oh, I mean that's
and you
fine
were to
too.
come
I mean,
up-
you could leave them out in the open to be like, that's
just be like, you know, just to like to flex a little bit.
That's
you
just
know, 'cause it's like-
reassurance, and you could say that, but I'm also putting out there anyone who's about to abandon like 40 slaves wouldn't have a bunch of armed people on the walls.
I'm of the mind that we should show that we're here just because they're like, okay, well, it gives us some leveraging power. If we're gonna try to parlay, otherwise, if we're like, we're gonna kill these guys, then of course we're defenseless. Oh, feel free, come in. By the way, step in that step as you
take a
come.
step to your right.
Because they're not going to accept anything beyond the 40 slaves. So whether or not
We're probably not
they're-
gonna parlay.
we're going to have to fight one way or another.
But if we do parlay, we could lead them to a false sense of security. Maybe
Oh,
gather them up and explode them. You know, we've got scrap grenades.
back
we
on
got
the
thunder
parlay.
dust.
That's really fucked
No,
up.
you should set up a banquet like right here, dude.
And we have poisoner kits.
I'm not even
Remember
kidding.
that.
Like, why don't you set out food and stuff, and you meet them there?
Yeah.
And then they're like they send like troops and stuff.
Then
and
you teleport, then
and
someone
then
blows
boom.
up the mines.
Sure.
How effective do we think bombs on the side are gonna be?
Well, what Nan can tell you right now is the way these guys fight, they're not just going to approach and try to climb the walls. They're going to drive around, take pot shots, while a bunch of other people are going to try to set up ways
That
to
makes a
get
lot
up.
more sense. Thank you. I just couldn't vision in my head. I'm like, why would you? Why?
But they're not gonna run in guns blazing, taking pot shots. They're gonna approach first. You know?
Oh, yeah, I know. But when they approach, think about what they're going to do. Stop at the wall and be like, hey, guys.
Hi guys, I'm gonna put the
If this
silent
is
a
real
little
life.
closer to
They
the wall.
pull a Battle of Elysia and we'd be fucked.
Pull out a what?
Battle of Elysia. You hear
I've
that?
not watched that.
It's like a real event.
Wait,
It's
Battle of Elysia? What is that?
It was a pretty famous like ancient Roman battle.
Uh-huh, how that
It was
works.
basically there was they were sieging this like camp
Uh-huh.
encampment like a castle sort of, and the people
That's where it's at.
inside who were being sieged, they had superior numbers and supplies, but the outside forces were also not too shabby, but they had superior supplies. But and they sent for aid. So what the besiegers did was they built a wall around the castle.
Oh, there's also that one where they built a land bridge across with the island of Tyr. I love that story.
So it like ended up, instead of like them holding out, it was like we built a wall around your castle, so you can't leave, you can't receive reinforcements, you get cut off.
Alright, the main issue here is I don't think they're gonna do that. Mostly because
If they did that, it
It'd
would be
take a
game
lot of
over.
time.
it's like 40 guys.
Do you want me to draw the details in the inside right now?
Sure, I'd love that actually.
What would you want?
So the most important details are there are stairs leading up to here.
We're
Okay?
done playing, right? I'm gonna.
I don't think we're gonna finish this in time.
Yeah, no,
So,
we can't.
But
So
I do think
stairs?
the roll to that. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna shut the stream down.
Yeah.
Goodbye, stream.
So down here would be